Hi!
Hello.
Oh god, I forgot about Demon Alco! Hello! Oh, that's horrifying. Hi! Hi, BT! Hey, welcome.
Demauco. Demauco.
Why is my computer so laggy? What's going on?
Falco.
Help.
When was the last time you restarted it?
A day? Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The stream is at like.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Oh,
10
sorry,
FPS,
that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to
Hydrate, you say?
No! There we go. I'm safe. I'm safe. What is going on here? I think it's just the scene that's really laggy for some reason. Which, I mean, there's a lot going on here, so that makes sense.
Try switching it over?
If I go here... Yeah, it's so much better.
That's way better.
Okay, what the hell? Alright. So let's just try a little bit to figure out what's going on. So...
Is it the Grail again?
Nope, the Grail has been turned off for a long time. Is it the entire background? Yay, it's the entire background.
Kinda?
Cool.
Oh, cool.
I spent a long time on that. It's okay, I'll probably end up switching it over to just the static image, unfortunately.
Or just make it a GIF and have it play an audio loop. Or just don't have it make the sound in the background, you know?
Well, I didn't do it for the sound, I did it for the effects because it was easier.
Exactly.
There, we got the point today! Hi!
Oh, she's here?
Oh, yeah. It's like the end of HA!
Okay.
We reached the black sun, everyone.
So yeah,
I got a
do
cough
we just want to... Oh.
Okay, yeah, let's just get right into it. Sorry for the delays today, they had an extra shift, and then... What happened exactly?
So basically, we have a, remote control over a, like, gate system for trucks to come in and out of. That's half automated, but half not. And so sometimes the automation fucks up and takes away our manual control, so we have to have someone out there to, like, press the reset button. And, right as I was clocking out, it, fucked up. And so I had to drive out there and, fix it.
At least when we got paid for that.
I did.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I thought you had to do that off the clock.
Nope. Although it was only going to be a few dollars, so I wouldn't mind doing it off the clock, especially because, I mean, one, I'm not going to get overtime, but two, especially because if I brown nose, I end up last on the chopping block.
Wait, what? Oh, are they cutting more things?
Just in case they fucking do. Because they might always.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, that's really scary.
I'm not going to get chopped, though.
Because no one wants your hours. People who stay up late are apparently pretty rare.
Also, the fucking dude that I was, replacing, that was relieving me, like, I had, shown up late to, relieve him, like, 30 times in a row, so I figured, hey, you know, maybe this will make up for that. On some level.
Yeah, let's get into it. Wear a pair of shoes, definitely. No, deer. It's a
ADHD is
deer.
a hell
It's
of
a
a
deer.
thing
It's a
unmedicated.
deer. It's a deer. I need to.
Dear.
I hate that my VTuber is so obvious. Why is
I love that it's so obvious. That's a selling point.
I love you. I love you. Okay, maybe I could get the blush to trigger automatically. I don't know.
That one thing that the stream probably knows, but you don't want the stream to know.
Was it that obvious? Anyway, let's get to the end. Let's get to where dear Shizuki. Come on.
Yes.
I need to draw him as a satyr. That actually sounds adorable. I'm gonna do that. Alright, let's...
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. She is an open
It's
book.
Alice. I'm not an open book. It's not that obvious.
Your book is pretty open.
Your book is pretty closed.
Oh, you think I'm pretty? You're so fucking cute.
I love you.
I love you. Okay. You should actually read now. We should read.
I never thought of it. Hold on, I'm still setting up the thing. I never thought I would be like this. I kind of almost did, actually. On some level. Alright. Let me just make sure no fans are on. Okie doke, let's go.
Alright.
It was 7 o'clock in the evening, just after the unproductive discussion between the two mages and the boy had ended. Leaving her roommate and the intruder in the drawing room, the girl walked alone through the foyer. Hold on, let me just cough again. Sorry, I just had something with red pepper flakes, and those are incredibly spicy for me, so...
We even got them from Costco, where you've said they're not that spicy before.
Well, they're still pretty spicy. They're still pretty spicy. From here, she headed to the West Wing. These were Alice Kuanji's personal chambers, in which even her roommate, Alko Alzaki, seldom dared to step foot. The foyer was illuminated only by pale moonlight. Oh god, sorry, I just heard the ambulance in the back, and ever since you said what you said earlier about that, I just think now. I love you.
I love you.
Hard footsteps echoed throughout the hard footsteps echoed throughout the dreary moonlit lobby. In such mansions in Japan, there was no custom for removing shoes at the door. Hence, Alice crossed the foyer in her boots. She not only removed them when she relaxed. She only removed them when she relaxed in her bedroom. Suddenly, she remembered something from her childhood. She used to enjoy the feeling of the cold hardwood floor on her bare feet, and would walk around the foyer on particularly sunny days. After her father affectionately scolded her for it, she never did it again. And I don't even know why I bother. Alco never does. She let out a quiet sigh. Alice's new roommate, who she took on after coming to Japan, would not comply with her instructions. Sorry.
Old habits die hard.
I love you.
Old habits die hard.
Elko would say, changing into her slippers.
That's
Elko
just
might
too
have...
real. That whole, like, oh shit, I used to do a thing. Just random childhood memory coming back.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm crying.
Yup.
Sometimes all it takes is being told not to do it once, and you're just never again. I mean, I literally had that last stream with the stars. Not the second part, but the first part. It's weird how that works. I love you.
I love you too.
Sorry, just is. Alka might have found it natural to do so, given that she lived in a typical Japanese house through middle school. But every time Alice heard her flip-flopping through the foyer, she wanted to cancel their cohabitation.
What?
How come canceled?
That just seems like an extreme reaction. I mean, I get it. I get the, like, doing the thing that, like, just it's one of the smallest things, but it just annoys the hell out of you because everything else annoys you too.
Also, I'll do it to myself here.
Oh. Aw. Cute
I
girl.
love you.
I love you.
By now, Alice was not particularly bothered by it anymore. Human adaptability was remarkable at times, and ungracious at others. The emotional attachments of the past have proved far too brittle under the weight of reality. A little blue bird was perched on the banister. Its tiny chirping made Alice stop and look its way.
Let's at least hear what the tone was.
Oh. Did I have a...
Probably.
It did!
Amused, but, what's the word? Like... Amused and like, hey, why aren't you doing something about this? And worried. Amused and worried. That's the word.
Worry. It's weird how you think of meanings, but you just can't find the word for it. Leave him be for tonight. Right now, he's Elko's problem. The lack of feeling in her voice made the bird tilt its head as it sang. Tweet, tweet, tweet. I love this feature so much.
Yeah.
It trilled, as though questioning its master's uncharacteristic leniency. A promise is a promise. I can at least tolerate him for tonight. Alko and the boy did go to such lengths, after all. She said to the bird, her voice betraying her discontent. If you win, I'll let you go. She would keep that promise, in spite of the unquenchable desire to fight that burned in her chest.
でも、その後の処遇は別の話。
But I didn't make any guarantees after that.
条件付きのゲームに勝ったぐらいで、いつまでも得意げでいられるのは心外だわ。
She scraped a win, even with a handicap in our little game. But I won't let her strut around childishly rubbing it in my face forever. Perhaps it was perfectionism, born of fastidiousness?
Fastidiousness.
Damn it! I thought I had it! I thought I got one. Fastidiousness, but...
No, you never get English words just by,
Just by what?
By looking at them.
Despite her prim demeanor, Alice Kawanji was a sore loser. It did not matter to her whose main craft was superior. Losing the game had proven hard to move on from. A little bird fluttered its wings in agreement. Drinking in Alice's contempt, it was itching to dive bomb the invader. It looked like a soldier saluting a superior officer as it preened itself. Oh, look at those stars. What is this bird? The bluebird turned to face its master. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
じゃあ、明日朝一でリベンジっすか?
I wish I knew Japanese sometimes.
Rebenji. That sounded like a loan word. Rebenji.
明日朝一でリベンジっすか?
Revenge?
But it probably wasn't. I don't know. It might have just sounded like a loan word, but
Its light-hearted tweeting seemed to display a desire to deal with Sojiro first thing in the morning. No! No! Don't hurt Sono-G!
そうね。理由さえできたのなら、瓶に入ってもらいましょう。
Indeed. If he gives us a reason, let us put him in a bottle, or perhaps a book. Except her words lacked any bite. On the face of it, they were the chilling kind one might come to expect from a witch's lips, but then again so tame as to remind you of a certain robin's flapping.
しばらくの話よ。けど、それも一時だけ。私の我慢も長くは続かないし。
It's only a matter of time, and there's not very much of that. My patience has its limits.
だいたい、青子も人にかまけていられる立場じゃないわ。5日もすれば思い知るでしょう。そうすれば。
Alko is in no position to dote on others in the first place. I give her 5 days, and then... When that time came, expelling him would be simple. Alice was well aware her roommate was a pragmatist with no vision. The situation she'd created would not allow her to wait around. She could only afford to protect that boy for 3 or 4 days at most. Beyond that, Alice sensed Elka would crack and say something like, "You take care of this, Alice."
それまで待つか、あるいは私の我慢が効かなくなるか。
Will I wait until then, or will I lose my patience first?
どちらにしても結果は変わらないわ。
Whichever comes first, the end result will be the same.
Sono-G. Dead OG.
No! No, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna turn into a weird deer, and then he's gonna jump over the moon. 'Cause deer are good at jumping, right?
Yes. Also, as we all know, if there's one thing that a mage wouldn't be able to do, it's fight a magical creature.
Not if he goes to the moon. And then he becomes the protagonist of Seki Hime.
You said jumps over the moon.
He could miss and jump onto it. Now, don't ask me how he'd breathe on the moon. He'd find a way, though. He'd find a way. And protecting a witness, let alone allowing them to live in her mansion, was an indignity. I'm turning up the sound here. Alice looked up, fascinated by the dense fog that had crawled into the foyer.
Oh!
Wait, did she not make this? I thought she made this! What?
I guess maybe that's a Toko thing.
Toko? Wait, she's here?
I
Above the
assume it's
fireplace
Toko, at least.
was
Again,
a single
who knows?
mirror.
Toko might
It's
not be the puppet
Hanazawa!
master. Toko
It could
might
be
just show
Hanazawa.
up later.
What if it's Shizuki and he's not aware?
His secret power is, Mist Portal.
Well, yeah, that's what the where do. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. These theories have become too detached from reality. We need to start over. Above the fireplace was a single mirror. Roughly 3 feet in diameter, it decorated the wall where one might find a painting. Wait, was I right about Selrach? It could be! It could be if it goes to other dimensions! Other universes!
Yes, which is why we all know Zelrich's favorite disciple was Cainith El Malloy.
I literally forgot who that was for a second. I'm sorry. Its surface was faintly clouded and vaguely reflected the foyer's appearance. I've forgotten so much of
ス
Zero.
ナークをなくした影響でしょうね。
What? This is what I get for losing the snark.
鏡の機能、しばらくは制御できないみ
Oh,
たい。
it is hers. Okay. I suppose that means the mirror is out of commission. For the time being. The little bird
Oh, what did it say?
joyfully chirped at its master's mumbling.
シート。でもちょうどいいっす。うまくいけばあのシャバ像、勝手に鏡に入って自滅とか、マジウケる。
I want to see translations for those at some point here. Probably after we're done this stream. Like the series. Or the VN series.
The series.
The bird attempted to imply that there was no need for her to lift a finger. Not if the nuisance would fall into the mirror of his own accord. No. No! Or perhaps...
But we already saw what happened.
He's fine! Had the little bird not sang, Alice would have come to the same conclusion. For some reason, she recalled an earlier conversation.
これでも一番無難だと思う。
How about now? I still think this is the safest option. Or still think
You
this
added
is
an
the
I.
safest option.
Yep. What's got you,
I'm
menu
waiting
finger?
for the animation to play. It's gonna play any second, right?
Oh, is that all? Is that all?
It's gonna play
You sure that
any
wasn't
second.
intentional?
In response to her question, the boy inside the bottle shrugged his shoulders and answered. From his perspective, the city and the mansion are no different. It seemed that having just moved from the countryside, everything was something he'd never seen before.
自慢できることじゃないが、まだ書き物さえ満足にできないし、都会のルールは複雑すぎて、何が正しいのかさえ区別がつかない。
I'm not proud of it, but I still have trouble writing. And the city's rules are so complicated that I don't even know right from wrong. More than embarrassment, his voice was full of resentment. He was angry about something, though Alice could not tell what. But
だから、どこにいても危ないことに変わりはないんだ。
that's why, no matter where I go, I'm always in danger.
極端な話、道を歩くだけでも、人と話すだけでも不安になる。俺は、どこでだろうとうまくやっていける保証はないんだよ。
It may be an
Already?
exaggeration, but even walking down the street or talking to someone makes me anxious. No matter where I am, there's no guarantee I'll make it out.
けど、ここにはそんな奴に気を使ってくれる人がいる。気遣ってくれる理由は物騒なものっぽいけど、それは本当に贅沢なことだと思うんだ。
But here, there's someone that might show concern for a person like me. Sure, my reasoning is a little messed up, but I've never known such luxury. Go ahead and increase it. Her eyes welled up ever so slightly. Those soft words were something she could not brush off, because they made sense to her. Given that everything in the city was a danger to him, nothing had changed after coming to the mansion. In reality, he had no reason to fear this place in particular. If anything was different from the outside, it would be that someone here was his ally. With that view, he had been entirely sincere. His explanation hadn't contained any flattery towards Alice Kuonji, nor pandering to Aoko Osaki. He was simply speaking from the heart. I like it here. It's so simple. It's such an important perspective.
So simple.
I love you.
I love you.
今、鏡に迷い込まれるのは迷惑ね。
Perhaps having him wander into the mirror is more trouble than it's worth right now.
鏡の機能は侵入者の探索に専念させたいし、彼が迷い込みそうになったら止めてあげて。
Bird stopped him! I want to
Yup.
dedicate the mirror's function to searching for intruders. So if it looks like he's going to be swallowed up by it, do stop him, will you? The bird shook its feathers at her strange instruction. Aww.
What did it say?
It didn't have one.
Oh. Oh, that's what you said. Aw.
Mhm. Alice looked away from the mirror and continued her walk. The bird chirped in protest.
あなたの仕事よ、ロビン。それぐらいの役には立って。
ありえないっす。アリスさん、鬼まずいもんでも食ったっすか？助けてやるとか後回しとか、アリスさんにあるまじき乙女ワードっす。
It is your
It
job.
really wants to kill Shizuki.
You never would expect it with that face. Birds really are dangerous.
Yup.
It is your job, Robin. At least get that right, would you? Would you? Leaving the bird with that icy retort, she vanished into the west wing. All that remained was the moonlight. And the little blue bird, trembling at a perilous prospect. Why did it? is trembling at a perilous prospect of unprecedented change. It really wants to kill Shiseki. It really wants
Like,
to kill Shiseki.
No! No! She's not gonna want to kill people
yearn for
anymore?
blood. I yearn
No!
for blood. Oh my god, we
I
finished the
can't
chapter.
believe we didn't just do this last time.
Oh yeah, and she also,
Damn it,
it
we
seems
could
like
have
she
made
can't
this.
pull anything else out because she lost the snark. She lost the snark. Honestly, that one's on the snark. That one's 100% on the snark. It could have gone back, but it decided not to.
I know. She
Is there
also was the
archives?
one that pulled out the snark against fucking Aoko.
That's true. That's true. Oh, there's archives. I think. No, there's not.
Alright.
Oh, there's not.
There's not. Okay.
Are you for real? That's a good chapter name. Let's just save here.
Alright, good stream, everybody. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, we're going. We're going. Once, long ago, I saw a beautiful bird fly overhead. Round and round it circled the distant blue sky. How high it flew in this era when humans, not birds, reigned supreme. And yet, the bird was completely uninterested in humanity's endless desire for expansion, or creation of even higher homes, or the smoke bellowing from the industry's chimneys. The sky extends further than the eye can see. It belongs to no one, not now, not then. The bird was a truly noble creature, flapping its wings powerfully across the wild, ancient sky. Until the sudden sound of cold iron. A wing is shot, its symmetry gone forever. Cruel and tragic, its body plummets downwards. Not knowing its fate, the bird frantically beats its wings till the very end. One moment soaring with eyes to the sky, the next crashing down to dry, hardened earth. This was the dream I saw. No matter how much I thought about it, its details remained clouded. What did that bird look like, for instance? Damn it.
Right, Kana? Alright. Alright. Class dismissed.
Was Kire here for a second?
I thought it was just a random teacher, but I think it's the teacher guy.
I haven't been at school for a while.
It is!
Oh, yeah,
I was
there
right!
he is! There he is! God, it's been so long since you've been in school.
That's everything that will be on the test. Please don't share it with the other classes. You're the only ones I'm telling. Think of it as a homeroom bonus. Remember, If this class gets the highest scores, you can brag about it to all the other classes.
Mr. It's Yamashiro. I almost fucked it up. It's been so long since we've seen him. Mr. Yamashiro
Yeah.
chuckled as he finished. This is typical of the kind of teacher responsible for year 2, Class C, the master at relaxing his pupils.
先生、口元に本音出てる。鼻を高くしたいのは私たちじゃないですよね。
This wasn't a named character, right?
I don't think so.
I think you got that backwards, Mr. Yamashiro. You're the one who's after the bragging rights.
鼻っていうかメンツですよね。先生、里中先生に嫌味言われてばっかりだし。
Yeah, then you can finally get Mr. Sono-G off his back. You know he's been making fun of you all semester for our bad grades, sir.
つうかはっきり言えばいいんすよ。お前ら頭悪すぎだって。いやまあ、うちのクラス見事なまでに体育会系ばっかりだけどさ。
Duh, we're like total washouts, except for our totally excellent sports skills.
Totally excellent
いえい
sports
え、
skills.
テストの点数だけが学生生活ではありませんから、僕から言うべきことは何も。
Please. Though it might not mean much coming from me. High school is about more than just your test scores.
先生方もそこまで目くじら立ててるわけ
Shouldn't
じ
be
ゃない
able
の
to
で、
scores
別
at
に
all.
クラス全員が赤点でも僕の人生には何ら関わりはないんですけどね。
Teachers don't really care that much about your grades, you know. Even if you all fail, it's not like... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that was him.
Huh?
Fuck. Fuck.
Oh no!
Please, though it might not mean much coming from me, high school is about more than just your test scores. Teachers don't really care that much about your grades, you know. Even if you all fail, it's not like anything bad will happen to us.
しかし一方では一人厄介な御人がおり
Oh,
まして、
who's it gonna be?
But there is one student who does bother me.
It just cuts to Hanazawa and I was right.
皆さんが選んだ全校生徒
Why
代
is she
表の方
30?
なんですが、これが恐ろしいのなんの。
Look, there's somehow a way that could happen, right? It probably is.
That's why she bothers him. It's because she's 30.
Hanazawa.
Oh.
Kozaki.
I think you know who I'm talking about. You chose her to represent the entire student body. A monumentally awful decision.
テスト
what
の
a
点
dick.
数が低いのは生徒で
No,
は
we
な
love
く
her.
教育する
She's
側
the
が無能だから
best.
です。教育委員会への報告
I
書
mean, I
には
understand that
いつでも
she's
でき
kind of
て
a
います
dick
ので
too, but like,
日夜
you're a
脅してくるん
fucking
ですよ
teacher.
Yeah. Jesus.
She makes a daily point to threaten to report me to the Board of Education, claiming my students' grades are the result of poor instruction rather than lack of studying. Wow, almost like, oh, based Alco, saying that the problem is systemic and not blaming individuals.
生徒としてどうなんですかね、あれ。
Because the best.
She said if students' scores didn't improve, she'd come supervise my classes herself. What kind of a student even says such a thing?
Teacher Elko. Oh no! The scoot! The scoot! The warm atmosphere in the room suddenly fell below freezing. The students of Class C now knew who their true enemy was.
ああ、そっか。山城先生生徒会の顧問だったっけ。ナムナム。
Right. I forgot Mr. Yamashiro was the student body advisor.
さすがは応援団を立ち直らせた女傑。教師一人退職に追い込むなど造作もね。
The student president managed to revive the cheer squad, so I wouldn't be surprised if she can force a teacher out of their job too.
やっぱりな。
Oh, there's the... Oh god, the hairline!
あの迫力。
Again, it doesn't look nearly
Why
as
is he
bad.
30? Maybe Hanazawa transfer student isn't as ridiculous as you thought.
It's not! It's not!
It is.
It's not! Look, I corrected
Your
it to
dreams will be
substitute
dreams.
teacher! I corrected it to substitute teacher. It could happen.
Yeah, I heard she can guess teachers' ages with 100% accuracy. I can't believe she's the same age as us.
Also, if there's any cactuses in shot, they could all be Hanazawa. So that line was
my
way too
God.
out of nowhere. That was way too out of nowhere to not mean anything.
Could be a weird translation. Or like a reference to a Japanese thing.
Oh my god, it probably was. Never mind. Never mind. All my theories are stupid. Okay.
But, equally, is Sono-G about to say that he lives with Aoko? Like, publicly?
Oh my god, is he? Sono-G?
Totally.
He wouldn't know he wouldn't see a problem with it, would he? He doesn't
Absolutely do not.
Oh my god, please. I need this. Oh my god.
Girls, look at her compared
my
to the
God.
girls in her class. Her boobs are way bigger.
Does my VTuber capture eye rolling? Let's find out. Did it work?
Kinda.
That's insane.
先生、
Yeah.
木の実だけでも A 組に来とってもらえませんか？そりゃ男子はみんな猿ですけど、こいつだけレベルの違う猿ですよ、絶対。
Oh my god, please get Kenobi moved to Class A, sir. It's hard enough with a class full of apes, but he's such a pig.
あれでも女子 A 組だけどあんまり成績良くねえよな。中の上ぐらいじゃなかったっけ？
But you know, that girl doesn't even get the grades for a Class A member. Kinda middle of the pack, right?
そうだけど別にいいんじゃない？塾も行ってないし生徒会仕切ってたまにバイトまでしてるんだから。あれで学年トップだったら。
Are we seriously at 124? Seriously?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
That's the point, dumbass. She doesn't need to go to cram school. She's on the student council and sometimes does a job or two. It'd be heinous if she got awesome grades, too.
だよな。周囲は副会長に任せとけばいいんだよ。
They do.
Totally.
They do.
We should leave the good grades to the vice president.
The question is, how high do we think the final count is? What's your prediction? My prediction is 200 because I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get so much better.
Somewhere in the 600s.
Okay, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
No, you're right. They're not always gonna be bottling people in front of you.
地獄耳という言葉もありますから。
300. That's still ridiculous. We're
Somewhere
half.
in the 300s.
Okay. Okay, 300 is since we're about halfway through it. That actually makes sense.
That's why I was saying that. I wasn't thinking of the fact that we were halfway through. I was thinking, like, if we project current trends from lately. But, yeah. Alright, that's enough gossiping, everyone. It's not nice to talk about people behind their backs. Says the guy who just went, Aoko! Blame Aoko! Not me! Blame Aoko!
あんまり点数が悪いと冬休みそのものがなくなりますからね。
Okay, maybe he's gonna get
Or
fired and
expensive.
get replaced with Hanazawa.
Or he's gonna get killed and replaced with Hanazawa.
Wait, what if Hanazawa never shows up again?
Kinda doubt it. But
That would be insane.
with the way that your theories work out,
No. No!
she's
don't
probably
look-
going to actually end up being a cactus.
No! It's like she'll just get turned into a cactus and it'll actually be horrifying.
No, she'll be like some cactus elemental or something that got summoned.
And she draws her cacti from a plane of unlimited cactuses.
In any case, good luck with your studies. Remember, if your grades don't improve, then winter vacation gets canceled.
Did I say a plane of unlimited swords for Shiro specifically? Did I say those words? I forget.
No, you said elemental plane of swords. Just like
Yes.
a world that's completely made out of swords. And you said it for Archer, not
それと
Shiro.
しずくんちょっといいですか
Sorry, I don't remember my own theories sometimes. I got it. Was that in the prologue? That was in the prologue. An elemental
It was.
plane of cactus. Cactus is the best
Oh,
element.
and Shizuki, gonna get a word before you go.
Mr. Yamashiro gathered his things and beckoned for Sojiro to join him in the hallway. Got the animation. There were no other students to be seen, despite it being break time between the classes. Voices were audible in the distance, but the hall itself felt strangely quiet and calm. Perhaps it was due to the sense of confinement created by the lack of windows. Usually, students spent their breaks either in the classroom or on the veranda. Sorry,
Veranda.
何
veranda.
ですか山城先生。
What is that, sir?
いえ、そう大した用事
That
じゃ
was
ないん
that
で
was
すけどね
Shizuki.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I said
sorry,
it.
never
It's
mind, that was
in-
the line. I didn't look at the screen for a second. I'm an idiot.
What is it, sir?
Oh, nothing major.
試験前にこんな話をするのもデリカシーがないんですが、気になったので、
Is he gonna tell him?
どうだろう。学校には慣れたかな
Sorry to bring this up right before exams, but I've been meaning to ask. How's everything going with school? You settling in all right?
Oh. Though this level of concern from a teacher startled him, Sojiro felt reassured. It was only natural. There it is. After having to deal with such difficult personalities lately, Mr. Yamashiro's trivial questions were refreshing.
はい。学校の作りや決まりなら自分なりに分かってきました。
Okay, he might
友達
actually
も増え
say
ま
it.
したし。
Yes, I think I understand the basics of school life for now. And I've made friends, too.
そっか、それはよかった。うちのクラスは口の悪い面々だけど、その分気を使わなくていいからね。しずきくんと相性が良くて助かったよ。
Good. Glad to hear it. Students in my class tend to mouth off, so don't take them too seriously. I'm glad you're able to fit in. I'm glad you're able to fit in, rather, is the... Just like, people caring about me? God,
What
it's
is
been,
this?
what, like a week since I've even experienced that slightly?
This is true magic. Sojiro's eyes shone brightly in appreciation. In Aoko's words, Mr. Yamashiro was a brutish, forgettable, downright detestable man who did not even deserve the title of teacher. But Sojiro found him considerate in his own way.
アルバイトもほどほどにね。試験前だって言えば、大抵のところは休ませてくれるから、あまり無理はしないように。
I have never seen a school that does that.
Take it easy with your part-time jobs. We give students a lot of time off before exams, but don't push yourself too hard. Oh, as for part-time jobs?
また、試験で困ったことがあったら、周りに
Or
相談
give
しなさい。
students time off before
一人で
exams.
悩んでいても時間の無駄だよ。
Yeah,
ほら、
I don't
学校
know.
っていうのは話し相手にだけは困らないから。
Mine gave me
Teachers
like
call?
the last half of being in school off.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, my mom had a bunch of surgeries, so there was no teacher.
The homeschooling jokes.
You forgot?
No, I didn't. It didn't. It just
Okay,
it keeps
you were
coming
playing
up.
along, okay.
Olivia.
And if you have trouble with exams, just ask the other students for help. There's no need to suffer in silence. If this school has anything, it's plenty of people to talk to.
With a wave of his hand, Mr. Yamashiro was gone. The pure-hearted Sojiro gave him a solemn nod, as if to say he accepted the advice of his so-called forgettable teacher, and went back into his classroom. And then... Wait, he asked him? Sono-G, you can do better! Sono-G, you can do so much better!
Come again? You want my advice about girls?
This is the last person to ask Sono-G! Oh no! Oh no! Sojiro had not wasted a moment in putting Mr. Yamashiro's advice into practice. We were actually talking about this off stream, I think I talked about it on stream too, just Nasu's sense of humor is, my sense of humor is so good.
It's literally just autistic people not understanding the world.
Yeah, that's my sense of Cause it's me! Cause it's me! Yeah, it's like I've hit a wall with them. I thought about it and thought about it, but I realized I'm no good at figuring them out. I used to think that too until I realized they thought in the same way as me because I am one, and that was just really simple, and all the people that said that girls are crazy were just wrong. I'm just like...
Yeah, no, like... Didn't you say that, like, people used to go to you for advice about, like, how to deal with their girlfriends?
Yes, and...
And wasn't your advice always just treat them like a person? And they're
yes,
like, oh my god, that's crazy!
It's like, no, it's like that. It's so simple. God, I feel like it's not going to be this guy's advice, though. But that was a big part of me figuring out I was a girl, too.
Yeah.
Although with every individual thought process is way too different to generalize them that much.
Oh, yeah.
Sojiro averted his eyes out of shame over his lack of insight. You're closer than you think, Sono-G. You're definitely closer than this guy.
You could have fooled me. I thought you were the man with the ladies. Oh, you came to the right guy. Follow me.
No, you didn't, Sono-G. Come on. Also, I like how no one has asked about the bandages.
People might have off screen, and he's just like, oh,
wait
I don't
a
talk
second. What if the bandages are not visible to most people? It's possible.
Possible,
What if-
yes. Probable? Maybe.
If it's a shroud. No one else can see the bandages except for Alice. Cause, has Aoko asked about them? I don't remember.
No.
Oh, and the shroud might cloak him. There we go. Right? Got the theory down. Shocked as he was, Konomi grabbed Sojiro by the shoulder and pulled him over to the wall. Konomi had nearly burst out laughing when Sojiro, with a straight face, had admitted his difficulty with girls. But he realized it was the first time Sojiro had ever turned to him for advice. I love that expression. Sojiro was always able to break down any task at his part-time jobs into bite-sized pieces, But he was clearly struggling with a different problem now. This is going to take some serious effort.
で、なんかやっちまったのかい Yo.
Okay, give it to me straight, pal. How big did you screw up?
これからやるのかもしれない。
I didn't screw up yet, but it might happen soon.
キノミ、例えばの話、マッドベアにカリスマを見せ
Bear! You said bear!
Bear?
Bear! Wherever she's can't happen. Grasping at straws. It's a deer. It's a deer. Let's say a girl walked into the mad bear, who's as prickly as a porcupine. Is the mad bear a phrase?
I don't know.
その子は俺が嫌いで、マッドベアから出て行ってほしいようなんだけど、俺はマッドベアをやめるわけにはいかない。
She doesn't like me and wants me to leave, but I don't want to. Ah. Sojo explained that he couldn't just quit his part-time job at the restaurant. He needed the money. Kenobi grunted a few times to indicate that he was still following Sojiro's story. And now she wants to kill
つま
me.
りその女を追い出したいと。
So, like, you want the girl to split.
Bear? Yes. Every time the word bear is mentioned, I'm gonna...
逆だ。
Oh,
なん
it
と
was
か
a...
認めてもらいたい。
He literally said it was a deer, though. No, I want her to be okay with me working there.
隠していたけど、俺はその女の子が嫌いというわけじゃなくて。
Because the thing is, I sort of don't not like her. That's such a good line.
No, he's not saying it like... He's not saying it confused. He's saying it like... Because the thing is, I sort of... don't not like her. He's saying it matter-of-factly.
Because he's
Simply.
such a... Because the thing is, I sort of don't not like her. Sojiro furrowed his brow. I love that expression. Konomi could not help but laugh at his friend's lack of manly resolve in his answer. Girls were the one area where Hosuke's skills and experience were triple those of Sojiro. I don't think that's true!
Compared to Sojiro? Experience doesn't mean that you know what you're doing, per se.
That's true! I inhaled some Pepsi.
Oh, don't do that.
I'll try
Only
not to in
inhale
the
air.
future. It also said skills, so...
Well, yeah, that was a lie then.
As a girl, I would much rather be approached by Sojiro than, this guy. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Aha! Now I see.
なんだよ。要はなん
The
だ
art
よ
of...
むしろ仲良くなりたいってわけ
That's just the art of flirting, man. You want to get along with her, right?
Sojiro wasn't sure how to respond. He nodded slowly, without really understanding the implication of what Kenobi had said.
けど、どうすればいいのかわからない。そもそもどうやって同い年の女の子と仲良く話ができるんだ
But I don't know what to do. How can I get along with girls my age?
クラスの女どもとは話してんじゃん。あれでいいんだっつの。 俺は羨ましいっつの。
It's because he's simple.
You talk to girls in our class all the time. Honestly, you make all the other guys look bad. You're a natural at it.
持ち前の天然系で押して
Oh god, that smile. No.
Just keep being your usual clueless self. I'm sure you'll be fine.
山育ちってのは希少なアイデンティティだと思うぜ。珍しいものは生かさないとさ。
Being raised in the mountains makes you Mr. Mysterious. You gotta use that unique identity to your advantage.
そうかな。珍しいというのはあまりいいことじゃない気がする。
Really? Really? I don't think being unusual is such a good thing, though.
だいたいそもそも嫌われている場合はどうすればいいんだ。クラスのみんなは親切だけど、相手はハリセンボンだ。いや、この際ハリネズミでもいい。
Like, how do you talk to someone who hates your guts? People in class are nice, but I'm dealing with a thorny beast here. Or maybe a hedgehog is a better metaphor.
そういう場合はめげなきゃいいんだよ。相手が折れるのを待つって寸法だな。トゲだけに。
But no, he's the kitten, though.
Don't
not
be
the
a
lion.
chicken, man. You know what they say, a tiny thorn can stop a lion. She'll come around. Oh no, he's the kitten.
the kitten.
Remember? Remember who the lion was? And how he's gonna take
Oh no! Oh no! Sojourner's brow sunk deeper still.
この例え話はダメだ。
All these abstract metaphors are too much for me. He needed more concrete material to work with.
バッカ。女なんて
Everyone in the Mouseiverse is autistic. It's true.
Come on, dude. You have to put in the work to get on a girl's good side.
まずは女の趣味とか大事にしてるもんとか聞いて、そこをフォローすればいい。自分の都合より相手の都合だ。まずは外堀から
He doesn't know his life is on the line.
First, ask about her hobbies and stuff she likes. Then go from there. Think about what she wants, not what you want. You gotta blitz them from where they're weak, as to say. You know, something about this is,
外回りか。
there's a good few shards of advice here. Like, talk about things someone is interested in.
It's a very good strategy. Bonus points if you're also
Like Fate's
into those
Day Night.
things. God, I just info dumped about Fate for probably the first time in a while. I didn't know I had it in me.
Yeah.
That is like the one thing I can info dump about very easily.
Yeah. I mean, it's so easy. Just thinking about the characters.
About the visual
shit.
novel specifically.
Yeah, not the franchise.
I don't know anything about Fate Go except for what I played of it. Which is like half the prologue while being up for 24 hours. You mean, don't be too direct?
もち。その後はまあ結局はこれが一番効果的なんだけど。
Okay, love bombing! That's cool! That's great!
That's not love bombing. That's just trying to buy love.
Well, similar, but yeah. Oh god,
You
that
got
wink.
it. And
That one.
then comes the most important part. Bribery. You gotta shower her with presents.
その時の需要と供給さえ合えば嫌われてても受け取ってもらえる。受け取らせちまえばあとはそれが義理になるってもんだ。
If the
Oh,
supply
gosh.
matches the demand, she'll accept your gift even if she don't like you. Then you've got her. She'll feel like she owes you one.
God, that face. Kenobi then proclaimed with an odd sense of pride that this approach had resulted in only failure for him.
In
けど問題がある木の実。
I was like, definitely the right person to give advice.
Definitely.
There's
That's you.
just one problem, Konomi.
確かにご飯とかそういうのをおごってもらうと嬉しいけど
This
I get
one
the
likes
girls,
to
like-
buy takeout. Or no, he's asking about Alice, isn't he?
Yeah, he
Because
is.
she's the one that wants to kill him.
I get that that girl's like being taken out to dinner, but
そんな金はないってんだろ。わかってるわかってる。
what are Sono-G's finances like?
Can't afford it. I know.
Okay, there must be some wild animation that's about to happen here because of that.
So wild.
仕方ないね。
Oh yeah, look at that! You blinked and missed it. Something happened. The bird flew by, and then the moon like came crashing down again.
I got you covered. I'm gonna let you in on a sweet little secret. An easy way to get you some cold, hard dough.
Go to the
It's
casino
called
again?
prostitution. And
What the
baby, you
fuck?
got the looks for it.
I'm just gonna do the expressions. We slid from one side of the classroom deeper to one corner. To in front of the lockers, where no one stayed for long. It would be days before Sojiro realized the suggestion he was receiving was of the illegitimate kind, the kind he should not have shared with anyone. Okay, so she's gonna break the law.
So it is prostitution.
Is it? No way!
No!
No way!
I really doubt that.
Same! That night, dinner at the mansion was a feast of bread. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I probably wouldn't ever be able to eat bread again if I saw what I saw at the, if I saw what they saw at Kitsyland. I would be done with bread for life.
I
Soft
wonder if
slice.
he is too.
It certainly wouldn't be out of the question. Soft slices lay stacked in the center of the table, surrounded by various colored gems. Bread-based trauma. In a bowl was salad, mainly lettuce, with a small plate of unevenly cut ham. Sojiro may have had no frame of reference for what an average family dinner should be, but he could tell that this was most certainly not normal. In truth, it was a first-rate case of laziness.
チョコのペースト切れたままじゃん。
We're out of chocolate spread.
アリス、
Ugh,
新しいの買って
chocolate
おいてって
spread.
言わなかった？
Didn't I tell you to buy some more, Alice?
We should get some Nutella.
今日は一日部屋にこもっていたから。
I've been locked away in my room all day.
第一、チョコレートを食べるのはあなただけよ。自分のものは自分で調達をするべきね。
And more importantly, you're the one that eats that stuff, so you should buy it. For these two girls, however, this dinner seemed to be completely normal. They had a system of irregularly taking turns and being in charge of meals, and tonight was Alice's turn.
Oh
They're
my
DoorDash
god,
this
really?
time.
Okay, this seemed like an Aoko move for me, but like to me, but like yeah, I guess Alice is just also not not very much of a cook, huh? Makes sense. Rich and all that.
Yep. It's just Alko wants to get DoorDash. Normally, she would spend as little and... Normally, she would spend as little time and effort as possible, only truly applying herself when there is something to celebrate. Of course, Sojiro was none the wiser to Alice's unique approach to food preparation. For him, it was a plain, lackluster meal. And when it came to dinner, how can these two eat bread after what
Oh
they've
my
seen?
god.
Not saying anything
Also-
to each other was another staple of their meals.
He can cook, can't he?
Oh my god, he totally can. He's the Nazi.
He's going to rock their fucking worlds. In the least sexual way.
What is it? I feel like Nazi was probably pretty good with cooking. Because of the, like, food descriptions. Or at least know someone that is. No, I don't want to be hungry again.
Yes! Eat more!
No, I just had half a Costco pizza slice.
You only ate!
I'm
Okay,
gonna have the other
we-
half after the stream.
Did you put it in the fridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
So-
pacing myself with it because I'm gonna get a food coma if I eat the whole slice. The sounds of cutlery, the scraping of chairs, and the tick-tock of the clock were the only things to be heard in the sunroom. Oh god. Awkward.
The tick-tock of the clock, huh? There's just the fucking, like, Cotton Eye Joe Nugget sounds coming out of it.
No! I hate that song. Only have you seen Costco pizza slices? They're massive. You agree, right? They're pretty big.
Yes, they are large. That's still only like 300 calories that you ate, though.
It's like two slices of normal pizza.
Normal pizza? What is normal pizza?
Like Domino's pizza, you know?
Normal pizza. One
Like
slice of
normally
normal
cut
pizza, please.
Oh god, were there animated pizzas? Like, we saw all the animated stuff that was like on screen, but there was so much that we didn't see. I'm scared. Sojiro himself had already eaten. At this moment, he was watching the goings-on from the drawing room.
宗十郎、9時からアルバイトでしょ？行ってらっしゃい。私たちのことは気にしないでいいから。
Your part-time job starts at 9, right, Sojiro? See you later, then. Don't mind us.
I was in the wrong thing again.
ああ、じゃあ行ってくる。
Okay, I'll get going then. Sojiro donned his coat with a goodbye nod. When Sojiro glanced again at the sunroom, he momentarily locked eyes with Alice, or so he imagined. And she closed them. She had been ignoring him all day. And not just refusing
Just
to talk
pettiest,
to him.
the
Just the
pettiest
icons.
rudeness.
It was so
Iconic.
good. Just that, like...
Just no.
Did my
won't
VTuber
look at you.
capture that?
Do it again. Yeah, it did.
Yes! I love this trick. So much... I love the amount of visual storytelling done here. And not just refusing to talk to him, she had avoided him so much so as to not look at him at all day until this very moment. He could understand if he was annoying her as the outsider to the mansion, but he felt no animosity in her gaze just now.
今の様子を見てたのかな。
Maybe she was just glancing at the general direction of the drawing room. Oh, the door closed animation was good. Sojiro looked nervously at his surroundings for a moment before heading to the foyer. Alice only let her gaze return to normal when she was completely sure he was gone.
ああ、めんどくさい。
I love
not
that
much
face.
drama. Mood.
Yeah, such a mood. Oko was appalled by Alice's brazen display. So much so, her immaculate veneer of apathy crumbled.
何献立に不満
I
で
hate
もあ
chocolate.
る青子
Oh my god! Oh, the chocolate spread. Okay. I thought they were still talking about the chocolates from earlier.
Oh, still thinking about those?
It could be important. It could be important. It's probably not important. What's that, Oko? Still upset over tonight's lack of chocolate?
もちろんあるけど、いつものことだし慣れてるわよ。
I would be. But I'm so over expecting other people to pull their weight.
私が呆れてるのは、あんたの意地の悪さの方。
No, what I can't stand is your attitude.
徹底的に無視してるくせに、相手の反応を伺ってるなんてめめしくない？罠張って待ち受けるようなもんじゃない。
So just like, she's just looking at the drawing.
It's pretty sissy of you to pretend to ignore him while watching his every move. Could you be any more obvious with such a cheap trap?
彼の反応なんて探ってないわ。そもそも興味がないもの。それと、今のは差別発言で、めめしいという表現は女性軽視に過ぎるわ。
I was not watching his every move. I could care less about what he does. And mind how you use the word sissy. It reeks of sexism.
今の場合なら、
True.
あなたは矛盾していると言ってちょうだい。
Next time, just say you're a hypocrite. Okay.
うわ、自覚ありときた。
How come?
Well, look who suddenly found a soapbox. Well, look who suddenly found a soapbox.
Also, with Alko's expressions finally gave me a reason to use the, like, individual mouth points feature of my model. Where I can just slant my mouth. Oh, it's so hard to see, actually.
I can see it. I can see it. Then again, I'm always looking at you.
I love you.
I love you.
The eyes are so obvious.
They are.
Choosing not to rise to her roommate's jive, Alice resumed eating. Don't tell me it was actually Jib.
No, it's Judd.
Or Jibe.
Jinbei?
Jibe.
Jinbei.
Alice tore off pieces of bread and ate them one by one, anger still visible on her face.
This is her revenge.
青崎青子としてじゃなく、共犯者として。
Again, I would just not be able to stop thinking about the bread people. Also, I actually have to go to the bathroom. So let's just
I'll
do
read
a
this
quick
last
break
line.
here. Yeah, read.
Forget whatever issues you and me have for a moment. Take some advice from someone who knows a thing or two about messing with that boy.
Well, we'll be back in like a minute, actually, so.
She does like messing with people.
She does. She does. Alright, be back. Okay, we're back. Hello. No! I'm getting hydrated. No! Oh, hello? Also, thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I've written for this. I need to be more consistent with actually updating it. Yeah, almost every item that is on this layout has some sort of description. It's fun writing magic items out. I very much enjoy it. Also, where did... Oh no. Hold on, I will be right back. We are free from the breaks. Hello.
Yes. Hi, can you hear me now? Did you not
Finally.
hear me before?
Apparently they were trying to talk this whole time.
Yes. I wasn't trying, I was talking. And I was unmuted on my end.
If a person talks and no one is around to hear them, do they really make a sound?
You?
I guess I hear myself, so... That was a really stupid question.
I love you.
I love you. I'm so dumb.
アリス
You're
的に
not.
彼を見逃していいと思える判断材料はない？
Maybe we need to cut him some slack.
ありえないけど、実は彼も魔術師でした。なんてオチであったとしても、ここに住まわせるのは容認できない。
Hypothetically speaking, of course.
Hypothetically, let's say it turns out that he's a mage too. Then would you be okay with him living here?
But how would they feel about were-deers? I almost said bear again.
その理由なら認めるわ。彼を許すのではなく、そんなことに気づかなかった私たちへのペナルティとして。
Sure, but not for his benefit. I couldn't think of a more fitting punishment for you and I for not recognizing his ability sooner.
そうね。今のは絶対にありえない話だけど、それと同じに絶対の結論もまたないわ。
So yes, hypothetically speaking, I would. But we can burn that bridge when we come to it. Burn that bridge when we come to it.
彼がここに住む選択を飲む場合すらあるかもしれない。気の迷いは私にだってあるのだし。
But until then, perhaps I should accept his presence here. Perhaps not. I reserve the right to have whims of my own.
そういうことよ。
Then we agree.
今は私との義理とかプライドで冷静を保ってるあんただけど、あいつの努力次第で少しは。
You can keep your chilly distance out of duty to me or personal pride. But if he shows signs of improving, then maybe.
それは諦めて。彼が何をしようと無駄だから。
Dream on. It doesn't matter what he does. He'll never change.
あなたも知っていると思うけど。
As you very well know. Alice had never been the type to let her guard down around others. The young witch despised humans, having recreated so many of their objects in fairy tales.
そんなのあんた個人のトラウマでしょ。自分の意固地さを魔女の血統云々で手直しするのはそれこそ嬉しいわ。
You can't use being a witch as an excuse for every personal issue you have. Yet another example of you being sissy, if you ask me.
いいじゃない。嫌いなら嫌いではっきりしてれば。
It's fine if you dislike him. Just come out and act like it.
私が気に食わないのはね、あんたのどっちつかずの態度よ、アリス。
Stop trying to have it both ways.
That scene from the other news.
どっちつかずの態度。
And what's that supposed to mean?
そう。無視するなら徹底して無視してやれって言ってるの。
That if you want to ignore him, then ignore him for real.
ガチガチに守りを固めて、そのくせ城門だけ開けて、獲物が油断して入ってきたら串刺しにする気満々とか、相棒として見てられないわ。
It's such a good metaphor.
You're fortifying the castle walls while leaving the front gate wide open, waiting for him to make the horrible mistake of exactly what you're urging him to do. It's gross to watch.
あいつにできることなんて、閉ざされた門を開けることぐらいだっていうのに、その機会さえなくすのはどうなの？
If you don't want him to come inside, then shut the damn door already.
Holy fuck.
ごめんなさい、青子。もう少し簡単に。
Oh my god, she said. I'm sorry,
You
Oko.
lost me.
You've lost me. Or you've lost me. You lost me.
その例えは、ちょっと。
Say that again in plain English.
Wow.
I can't
Maybe we
believe.
will get to 600.
I can't believe that they did a whole animated cutscene to explain all of this. It's just taking a while to load, everyone. Let's give it a couple more seconds, shall we?
Sure, let's sit here and focus on this.
Alice seemed unable to grasp Aoko's metaphor. Meanwhile, Aoko headed up to here with her roommate's lack of self-awareness and was starting to lose her cool. Elsie's metaphors are always so good.
Yeah.
You just feel them on
だ
such
から
a
興味ないとか
personal
言ってお
level.
きながら粉かけるなってこと。あん
That's how I
なに
rate
チラチラ
them.
盗み見たら、あいつ変に勘違いしちゃうかもしれないでしょ。
If you really don't care, then quit worrying so much about him. If he notices you gawking at him, he might just get the wrong idea.
アリスはああ見えて、本当は自分と仲直りしたがっているに違いない。じゃあ早速部屋に押しかけてみよう。とか。
He's probably thinking, Alice looked like she wanted to patch things up. Maybe I should go stop by her room. Or even worse.
Into the West Wing.
そういうことになるの？
You really think so?
なる。少なくとも私だったらいい加減イライラして、話があるなら校舎裏まで来いって決着つけかねないレベル。
Oh my god! How come?
Yes! If you were me, you were doing it. Oh. There. Yes! If it were me you were doing that to, I'd be dragging you out back and smacking you senseless. Bitch.
Oh my
そうだ
god.
ったのね。気をつけるわ。
Very well. I'll be more careful.
別に彼と話をする気はないんだし、私も彼を見ていたというより彼の手足を見ていたのだし。
It's not like I want to talk to him anyway. And for the record, I didn't look at him exactly. Only his arms and legs. Definitely can't tell.
手足ってなんだ？
Only Sono-G's.
Eh? And why in the world would you look at his arms and legs?
手足は手足よ。
Hey, Bart.
彼個人には思うところ
Yeah,
あ
it's real interesting.
あの夜の出来事はまだ記憶に新しいから。
Yeah, I really like the style, like the writing style for the translation. It feels like, because I've seen some parts of the new Fate Stay Night translation and I haven't really liked it, but this has the Nasu feel to it, you know? Whereas I think the Stay Night fan retranslation loses that a little bit.
Yeah.
What really got me was the die clutching your ideals versus drowning your ideals and die.
Yeah.
That one, the first one was so much better. Because of what happened the other night, though. Because of what happened the other night. Though I doubt he even remembers. Oh yeah, him running
そ
like...
れが少しだけ気になってつい視線で追っていたのね。
I was thinking about it and just happened to glance over at his arms and legs.
あの夜って遊園地のこと？なんかしたっけあいつ？
He was running so fast. You know what runs really fast? Deer! They're kind of known for it.
You mean at the amusement park? I don't remember him doing anything special.
My brain is still stuck on the
she
bear.
was like, she was in the middle of fucking Blacklight Starvo.
Yeah, I think it's fair that she doesn't remember. Literally blowing up Alice's snark. That sounds really funny without context. Just blowing up her snark. Alice's expression soured. She still felt the sting of her defeat.
飛んだでしょ彼。
You saw the way he flew through the air, didn't you?
レールの上から私のダンプティーに向かって。
Off the track, straight at my dumpty.
そんなこと言ってたわね。勢いでつい1メートルぐらいだから飛んじゃったとか。
God, he's a deer.
Sure, you were raving about how he flew a whole couple of feet.
That's actually impressive, though. That's actually really impressive. Rocco had not seen it in person, luckily. Wait, is he a bird? Oh my god.
Is that your new theory?
Fuck it! Bird Shizuki. Where Bird Shizuki? Sure, why not? Why not? All she knew was that the spell she had placed in Sojiro was part of the reason he'd survived that jump of death. Oh, that spell. That scene. That's what I'm drawing, by the way. Alice,
Yeah,
on the other
she really
hand.
liked that spell.
It made me so I love you.
Oh, I love you a little bit.
Alice, on the other hand, had observed the whole scene from the clock tower. It had only lasted an instant, but it had burned itself into her mind's eye. More than when her precious moon had fallen at Aoko's hands, and Flat Snark had come tumbling down.
でもそれがどうしたの？
Oh, we both went for very different.
So that's it. You want to get back at him for what happened to Dumpty, do you?
ダンプティは壊れるのが仕事だから敵討ちも何もないわ。ただ人間の体ってあんな風に動くんだなって。
Dumpty's destruction was purely business. I feel no need for retaliation. I was just intrigued to observe the movement of a human body. As it goes, for someone with as little human interaction as Alice, Sojiro's leap must have appeared quite remarkable. In Fate Stay Night, we had the high jump. Here we have the long jump. Partially, or particularly, because his legs are orders of magnitude less capable than those of an animal in the forest. And yet, even with such feeble legs, with those meek arms of his, he managed to fly through the open air like a bird. Bird, she's the key.
Bird's a key.
To her, it was akin to the feelings city folk get when seeing a wild creature in its natural habitat.
気にしないで。機会があるならもう一度見たいと思っただけ。
Forget I mentioned it. I just hope I can witness that again someday.
別に
Wow.
彼に何を期待しているわけじゃない
Menu
わ。
and cry count.
Stop it! It's true though. And when I say human, I'm not referring to him.
なるほど。アリスのプロイって大体が人型じゃないしね。単に物珍しさで見ていただけか。
Hanazawa is a plague. No, I'm kidding. I'm not doing another one. We had enough theories today.
I see. It was novel for you. It makes sense, considering most of your ploys have been non-human forms, or have non-human forms.
Alko sighed and released the tension from her shoulders. She was disappointed to discover that Alice's behavior stemmed from simple curiosity, like that of a child with a new toy. And Alice was in no position to take issue with her reaction. And how could she? She was not entirely sure what it was that she herself was feeling.
夕食、明日は私が作るから。
What? Alko's gonna make dinner?
I'll make dinner tomorrow.
試験前だってのに、こんなしょぼくれたもん食べさせられたら、一夜漬けする気合も湧かないわよ。
Another meal like this before exams is going to make it impossible to study.
ご自由に。私も手が空いて助かるわ。
No complaints from me. I certainly wouldn't mind the free time. Night came and went in the mansion. For better or worse, the disturbances caused by the foreign invader had not yet caused the kettle to boil over. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was beautiful. The next morning, at 6:30, as sunlight spread out across the sky, Sojiro walked to school with Aoko in the chilly morning air.
いい？洋館にいるときは、極力一人にならないこと。
That sounds like a good idea.
So, try not to ever be alone in the house, okay?
It was her intention to keep Sojiro safe until he left the mansion. Nonetheless,
眠い。6時から登校とか、あんたも
God,
働
I
きな。
love the scarf on Aoko so much.
God, I'm sleepy. What's the deal with going to school so early?
The outfit looks so good on her. No!
Wow!
そうでもないよ。
Okay, maybe you will get the 300.
Got so distracted by the scarf, huh?
Such a cool scarf. I'm not. I have to pull a 30-minute shift helping with deliveries. His work ethic was a little too strong for a student entering finals.
それより青崎、無理してないか？別にこっちに付き合うことないんだぞ。
Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard, Aosaki? You don't need to keep tabs on me, you know?
ご心配なく。生徒会室で仮眠取るから。約束だし、もうまでは一緒に行くわよ。
Oh, don't you worry. I'll catch up on some sleep in the student council's room when we're done. I promised I'd walk you as far as the front gate, and I plan to stick to it.
But internally, Alka was worried. Oh, look at the silhouette there. This is not a menu. Don't even start. Look at that. Look at that. It's really beautiful. I want to learn how to draw backgrounds like this.
Yeah.
What
Well,
traps
get
did
used
her...
to painting style.
I should do that for backgrounds more. What traps did her roommate have in store for him? Hansa died. No. Like, that's a much better way to do, like, natural backgrounds, probably. It's because doing all that line art takes so much time.
Yeah.
What traps did her roommate have in store for him? Line art might be better for, like, buildings, though. I have no experience drawing backgrounds, really, so I don't know. She could not imagine it. A little bit, just a little bit. She could not imagine Alice had planned anything to go down in the woods, but she wanted to be safer than sorry. The least she could do was accompany Sojiro to school. That much she was firmly committed to. Any traps that presented themselves could then be dealt with on the spot. Well, not dealt with so much as destroyed, since that was Alco's forte. But that would be enough to keep him But that would be enough to keep him safe for the time being. She just destroys.
The Alco.
帰り道に関してはアリスもそこまで暇ではないと信じるしかないんだけど。
Also, I need to
As for when you get out of school, all I can do is hope that Alice is short on free time today.
I try very hard to not have that happen in Mahoyo streams, but I think it's okay.
Have what happened?
I gotta lay down.
Oh, yeah.
But thankfully we're well equipped to deal with that, though.
Yeah.
It'll only take a couple seconds here. Okay, get the VTuber phone in place. How is audio?
Perfect.
Does it sound any different?
Not much. Maybe a little better?
That's good. No! You can't count that one. No! No, what?
What are you doing?
I literally didn't touch it. I didn't touch anything.
Did you accidentally?
Wait, why is it advancing?
Lay
What?
on your
What?
old?
What? What?
Did you touch the auto play button?
I don't know how.
You did. You touched the auto play button.
Okay. That only counts as one, okay?
It does, but it's hilarious one.
It's not that funny. It's
Pretty funny.
Okay.
Love you. You ready?
But internally, Alco wasn't worried. What traps did her roommate have in store for him? What traps did her roommate have in store for him? She could not imagine Alice had planned anything to go down in the woods, but she wanted to be safer than sorry. The least she could do was accompany Sojiro to school. That much she was firmly committed to. Oh, wait. I'll let me read this.
帰り道に関してはアリスもそこまで暇ではないと信じるしかないんだけど。
We're going back and forth?
Huh? What?
This is an older line.
Wait, what?
Ma, 帰り道に関しては
Okay. If Alice was willing to put all her energy into a new trap after the first had failed, then they were as good as dead anyway. But Alco would cross that road when she came to it. It all depended on how deep Alice's dislike of Sojiro really went. It would have to be enough to make her abandon her pride as a witch, something she had protected fervently until now. So I just can't get over how good
Nothing.
her outfit is.
Yeah, you focused on that?
It's so cool.
Of course you are.
I love you.
I love you.
If that were the case, Alco knew she would never be able to keep him safe. The moment 24/7 protection became necessary was the moment she had failed. Her character led her to focus on what she could do in the here and now and ignore the rest. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Sure, we won't count that one. We have more than enough anyway.
Sorry, just repositioning things a little bit. Okay. Because I'm laying in a very uncomfortable position that makes it a little hard to speak. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you. And this current plan of hers was her best attempt at doing right by everyone. They left behind the Kuonji estate, and the two remained together until the residential area at the bottom of the hill, where Aoko glanced casually at Sojiro.
ところで何か考えてる?
So, any thoughts?
Surprisingly, Sojiro saw through her harmless question and sensed the bigger issue. How was he going to win Alice over? In fact, he had been thinking about that very question. No! No, Sojiro! Don't take his advice! Don't do it! It's not going to end well for you or anyone involved! No! According to his friend, there were three basic approaches he could take. One was the roundabout approach.
こいつは時間がかかるが最も自然だ。
This is not gonna go well.
This way takes the longest, but it's the most natural.
人間ってのは自分が好きなものを大切にされるとコロッと気を許しちまう。仲間意識ってやつだな。
Humans love it when you pay attention to the things they like. Just as friends do. Or just as friends do.
That is actually not bad advice.
Give him a second. He'll ruin it.
Oh, shit. Forgot to read a line.
人間ってのは
In other words, instead of focusing on the person one wishes to win over, one should focus on their interests. Oh god, here we go. It was a surprisingly mature opinion coming from Kinomi. Unfortunately, Sojiro had no idea what sort of things Alice liked. She seemed very fond of the mansion, but what could he do? Clean it for her? He sensed that would have a reverse effect.
Smart instincts.
Mm-hmm. He had the distinct feeling she would not want him touching what was precious to her. Alright, just gonna move this magic orb here, and oh god, why am I glowing? The second approach was to take the inner track.
でもやっぱり本人を落とすのが一番早い。俺たちに魅力がないのなら魅力のある外付け装備に頼るのだ。
It's the fastest way to get someone to fall for you. When you can't coast on your natural good looks and charm, that's what your wallet is for.
Isn't Sono-G broke?
Yes.
そう、プレゼントなんだよ、しずきくん。
So, you know what I'm talking about. Gifts.
A quick and dirty strategy, the assassin's strike. Manipulate someone's feelings with an expensive gift. To Sojiro, this sounded like his best chance. Oh no, Sono-G! The approach was easy for him to grasp, and he appreciated its simplicity. However, he had the same concerns as with the first approach. A step was missing, and without the step, the plan was bound to fail.
あとはまあ剣ってやつ。俺にはよくわかんないけどさ、やりすぎると悪い印象を持たれるとか殿下が言ってたな。
The only other option is... Well, I guess you could call it wait and see. I don't fully understand it myself, but they say if you try too hard, your plan's bound to backfire.
That is very true.
I don't really understand it myself.
Very evident. God, yeah, like, the gifts out of nowhere are definitely like, oh god.
Yeah.
It does not work. That is not good advice. Maybe it is. No, it's not. It's just not.
Like, you don't ever want the girl to have a sudden epiphany of, oh, now I love him. It's better that it dawns on her after you've hung out together for a while, like, wait, I think I like him.
Just try to be friends. That is how I fell in love with you. Is how you fell in love with me. I love you.
Friends to lovers, best trope. I love you.
It really is. It really is. Though Sojiro did not quite grasp the details, he understood the basic idea. Don't press your luck. He knew that much was good advice. He would have to try extremely hard to get on Alice's good side. And he could tell it would be a long process to get there. Sojiro recalled the first time he had wandered inside a fox's territory in the mountains. Where? Fox? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He had left some food on the ground for the fox, and then it never bothered him again. What is considered goodwill and kindness varies from person to person. But if there's enough goodwill from one side, regardless of whether that goodwill is reciprocated, the other side will eventually start to feel an obligation to do so. That was key.
大丈夫。
No.
考えてるよ。とりあえず自分にできることとかしたいことをしようと思う。
It's okay. I'll think of something. For now, I can only do what I can do.
安心してくれ。青崎に忠告されたことすらきちんと守る方針だ。
Don't worry. I've taken your counsel to heart, Aosaki. Good advice from the clown. Sojiro seemed ready to face things head on. His answer did little to reassure Aoko, however. She found herself more concerned about his safety than ever before.
With good reason.
Mm-hmm.
学校にあるようなほうきが欲しい。
You're looking for
Oh,
brooms
no!
like the ones at school? Oh no? Oh no!
Is
Oh
he
no!
going to buy her a broom?
Oh, cause she's a
The
witch!
witch?
Cause she's a fucking witch! Sono-G, no! Wait, she has the spray?
できれば安く買えるところ。
Yeah, the cheaper the better.
しずきの家、アパートよね。ほうきなんてもの必要とは思えないけど。
Don't you live in an apartment? Who needs a broom for an apartment?
What?
Everyone?
What?
You should
What
sweep
kind
your...
of life are you living? I
Sweep
don't
your
want to go to your
apartments,
house.
everyone. Sweep your apartments!
いや、ちょっと気になるところがあって掃除がしたいんだ。ゴミ袋もあると助かる。
Oh no. Is he gonna clean the mansion? Is he gonna... Well, you know, I've been wanting to clean things up a little. I could use some trash bags too.
無駄な出費はできないって言ってたくせに。
Aren't you supposed to be broke or something?
まあどうでもいいけど、うちのでよければ使う？貸してあげましょうか。
Whatever. Want to use my broom then? I'll lend it to you if you want.
多分一日じゃ終わらないから自分で買うよ。
Actually, I need it for longer than one day, so maybe it's best I buy my own.
元から欲しかったものだし。
I had no idea where the story was going. I didn't expect it to go here, and I love it.
It's like, it's okay, I've got money again. It's okay, I've got money now. I've been doing this thing that he called running drugs.
Wait, is that what? Oh no, Sono-G!
I doubt it.
It could be. It could be.
No, I doubt Nasu would write that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sword Araya. Your Discord username. Or not username, role in the server we no longer use.
Yep.
I mean, I always wanted my own broom. Brooms are nice to have around, you know?
Murder is
Such
wrong. Brooms are nice.
I like brooms.
Sono-G. I'm a fan of brooms.
Sojiro was on his way home from his part-time job after school. It was 4 in the afternoon, 2 hours earlier than his part-time job would have normally ended. Oh, the Mad Bear is the restaurant! Okay. But he works at the Mad Bear. That's evidence.
Maybe that's where you
not.
got bear from.
Oh my god, that's totally it, isn't it? That's totally it. Memory blending. The Mad Bear's head chef had gotten in trouble with the accountant for making a student work the day before exams. Thus, Sojiro's boss had tearfully sent him home early. Like, given the amount of times my brain will just insert a word from a different part of the sentence while I'm reading it out, that's definitely possible. And that
That's
is
just
when it
called
had happened.
dyslexia.
The interruption to his standard schedule may have been just the shock he needed. Normally, oh, here we go with the fireworks. Normally, he would meet up with Aoko after she was done with student council affairs, and then go home with her. I just feel like Shizuki would probably have a reaction to fireworks on.
To what?
Fireworks.
Oh, fire! I thought you were talking about something in the story. Just like, here comes the fireworks. It's like, what?
No, outside. Because
Yep.
it's June. It's June. It's June. Come on. However, today, Sojiro was asking the other students who work at the same place if they knew any shops in the area he could buy a broom.
田舎者の趣味って理解不能ね。推強すぎ。
God, what's wrong with you? People in from the countryside are like so weird.
うちの近くにまっずいラーメン屋あるでしょ。あそこの通
Okay,
り
and
を
you're an
終わりまで
asshole.
行けば、起きたって買い物店がある。
Anyway, you know that nasty ramen place near school? Just go to the end of that street and there's a hardware store called Okita.
一式揃えるなら西口のホームセンターより安く上がるわ。
It's way cheaper than the home supply store to the west of the station, as long as they have what you want, anyway.
どうでもいいけど、
Oh, it's
私
the
の
Harbor
チャ
Freight
リ使う？
equivalent.
どうせ
Oh
試験用
yeah,
使わないし。
Use my bicycle if you want. I don't care. I won't need it until exams are over anyway.
He doesn't know how to ride a bike.
Oh, Sono-G! Sojiro's eyes lit up as if he met his savior.
He does. He
But
does
biking
ride a
uphill
bike.
to the mansion, let alone with a package to carry, was not a pretty thought.
いや、自転車には乗ってみたいけど、今回は遠慮するよ。じゃあ、また明日学校で。
I appreciate the offer, but I'll pass. See you at school tomorrow. Oh, that smile! Saying farewell to his coworkers, he headed to the hardware store. He needed a cheap and sturdy bamboo broom, and a large dustpan to go with it. If possible, a pushcart and stick for a splint would have been nice too. As it happened, Sojiro wanted quite a few things. Hanazawa, it's happening! Around the city. She's gonna show up again. Alice returned to her work after waking from her nap. Oh. Look at that background.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's good. It's so liminal.
Yeah.
The Koanji estate had an annex that housed a library. The library was filled with books handed down from her mother, so it was Alice's territory, such that even Aoko dared not enter. If the mansion were a witch's abode, left behind by the times, the library was a fairy tale quarters, lost to the ages.
Oh.
Huh?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, it just got eerily quiet all of a sudden.
Oh, it's all good. It was a natural sanctuary for the young witch who could command employees to do her bidding. She relied on her memory to recall the location of each book on the many shelves. And then she saw it. Upon raising her head, she was met with the most unusual of sights.
Oh no!
What?
It's
Oh, no!
Sojiro cleaning up her special library with her mom's
Oh,
messes
no!
before she died.
Sono-G, no! No! He's cleaning her library. It was that much of a flash forward. Oh, no. I thought this was just an interlude at the same time. Her elegant eyebrows bristled in distaste. From that moment on, she failed to accomplish anything she had planned to do for that day. She was instead forced to stare at the strange sight outside her window, eyebrows fixed in that position until the sun set. What did he do,
Outside
though?
her window. Good. He's cleaning the yard with a broom?
Sono-G? Oh, that's beautiful. The sky effects are so beautiful in this game.
Yeah.
Well. Moving into the grand mansion on the hill had not brought any major changes to Sojiro's day-to-day schedule. He woke up, went to his part-time job, ate breakfast, and went to school. Classes came and went, still strange and new, broken up by rare and brief moments of rest, until the school day ended. He left school, went to his part-time job, slept, woke up, and studied for the exams. I love all those different flashes that— No!
Like that
Okay.
flash.
I'm not even gonna joke, there's definitely no animation in this scene. A modest life for a modest young man, continuing every day in the same fashion, despite his best efforts to change his fortune. But nothing really, ever really changes. Whether Aoko was by his side in the mansion, as was frequently the case, or whether Alice was making him drink some potion she prepared before going to bed. What? Is she just testing stuff on him?
That's probably the one way she's okay with having him there, is as a human guinea pig.
Oh no, Sono-G! And this one turns you into a bear.
You think she would explain what they do to him?
She probably has no idea what they do to him, honestly, until using them.
What's
That's
this
how
one
she
do?
finds out.
That's what we're going to find out.
Yes. The former was an attempt made by Aoko to make him feel better. The latter was an attempt to keep him safe, even if he did not fully appreciate it. For me, I'd just be like, okay, but which one turns me into a girl?
None of them. Why would you possibly ever want a potion that does nothing?
Aww, I love you.
I love you, girl.
Then,
Girly fucking
one day,
girl.
a day like any other, while Sojiro was pouring himself some tea as he worried over the lack of change in his life. Oh, by the way, his relationship with Alice was the same as ever, but there was one major change this morning. He was drinking black tea instead of green.
Jesus.
It's because I'm in bed.
Sure.
Though
And
there
I'm
were
sure
all
the sun
sorts
was
of—
in your eyes, and your little sister was holding the controller.
There are like 3 lights just blaring in my eyes here. That's why I had the curtain before. Though there were all sorts of different types of tea to be found in the kitchen, a newcomer to the world of tea like Sojiro could not tell one of them from the next. Naturally, his tea-making skills were limited to tea bags, one of which he placed in his cup before returning to the dining table. Alice and Aoko were already seated. The two were eating in silence. In this house, it was everyone for themselves when it came to breakfast. The diplomatic description of their breakfast would be simple. The more accurate description would be 2 slices of stale bread prepared in seconds. Elko exchanged a word or two with Alice, took a sip of tea, and stood up from her seat. So, since it was winter break for the high schooler, Alice, she returned to her room after eating as she normally did, while Elko headed to the front door, shoes in hand, ready for school. Look at Elko's pose, it's so good. Alice. Oh, and there's Sono-G! Hurriedly after clearing the table, Sojiro rushed out the door after Elko. Together, they walked down the long hill in the direction of school. There it is.
The thumbnail?
Probably, honestly. They had spent 3 days following this very simple routine. We just got into a routine.
あれから動きはあった？
So, any word on you-know-who?
Update? School had ended, and evening had arrived. Buttered bread roll in one hand. Alice replied with a simple, silent shake of her head.
そう。ならあっちも次の手を考
そうか。
えてるんでしょうね。魔術師本体の居場所は見当ついてる？
What is Toko planning, I wonder?
I thought so. Or thought so. The enemy must be considering their next move, too. Have you figured out where the mage is?
Toko? Her response was exactly the same. Without showing the slightest sign of dejection, she continued to chew the roll and took a stab at her salad.
そう。私も試験が終わったら手伝うから、それまで悪いけど一人でやってて。今日からあのバカを一夜漬けにしなくちゃいけないんで、余裕ないの。
Sono-G?
Sono-G.
He is an idiot, though. That's part of his charm.
He's an idiot,
Okay,
affectionate.
I'll help you once exams are over, if you can manage on your own till then. I had to help that idiot study, so my schedule's pretty warped.
He's an idiot, affectionate.
Baka.
Alice's face grew dour, as if she had something to get off her chest.
問題ないでしょ？アリスはもう休みに入ってるんだから。一
What
日
is
全部
it?
使えるじゃない。
Oh, look.
Don't give me that look. You're on winter break. You can spend all day working on it, can't you?
Alice was indeed on vacation and could spend all day on her work as a mage. Also, I can get out of bed now, and I will take that opportunity.
Nice.
There. My whole setup almost just fell over. That was cool.
That would have sucked. Don't do that.
I will try to avoid it. She had spent the past few days holed up in the library instead. She was hardly devoting herself to dealing with the challenger, as Elko put it.
アリス？聞いてる？
Alice, are you listening?
わかってる。今夜からそっちもやるから。
Yes, I'll get to work on it tonight.
The rooms,
Sorry.
maybe?
Maybe. Sighing, she stood up. What was bothering Alice, and what was it she wanted to say? What had she been doing only 2 hours earlier? The young witch took her leave from the breakfast table without offering a single clue. Is it something relating to Toko?
You just want it to be, don't you?
Okay, the last time I used that to dismiss my reasoning. So maybe. Misaki High was a private school, and as such, its winter break started earlier than public schools. The end-of-term ceremony was in mid-December, followed by a brief respite before the next term began.
Respite, actually, apparently.
Respite?
That's one that I always got wrong. Yeah.
Finally, I'm not the only one. Of course. Of course!
Of course!
Of course! Of course!
Of course.
That was if and only if they overcame the classic obstacle of lying between them and an extended break from school. Final exams. The radio continued its broadcast late into the night. A thermos of hot tea eliminated the need to venture down to the kitchen. An electric blanket kept away the winter cold, and a crab-shaped pastry staved off any dinner-time hunger. A crab-shaped pastry? These were the lengths Aoko had gone to. She needed to ensure that every aspect of her surroundings helped her pull a successful all-nighter.
期末試験1日目ご苦労様
Congrats on surviving the first day of exams.
それで生まれ変わる覚悟できた
Be
Are you
reborn as
ready
a
to
new
leave your
student.
old study habits behind and be reborn as a new student?
It's so dramatic. Sojiro nodded earnestly. Upon returning from work, he encountered not the mage he expected, but the demon student council president, Aosaki. Half a day earlier. The first day of exams were over, and Sojiro was about to head back to the mansion, where he hoped to put his plan into practice. When...
今夜私の部屋で監禁ね
Kidnapped
Tonight,
yet again!
I'm holding you prisoner.
A kidnapping within a kidnapping.
夕方からのアルバイトは当然キャンセルちょっと本気であの点数はありえないから
Your grades are simply unacceptable. Cancel your shift and any other plans you have.
God, your Aqua voice is so good!
Oh, is it?
I love you. A cold blue grin
love you.
greeted him in the hallway.
Blue.
Blue green.
Blue.
Tosaka green. I never would have thought that joke would have endured as long as it has, by the way.
It's a good joke.
Tosaka green. Clenched in her fist was Sojiro's exam paper. Mr. Yamashiro had no doubt said,
ま、転校してきたばかりだし、しょうがないよね。
He only just transferred. We can't expect miracles. Except for time rewinding, apparently. That's sort of a miracle.
Oh, why?
What do
Why
you
does
think?
this
You
keep
think that
happening?
would be that would be true magic?
Are my menus true magic? Or is me not getting menus true magic? Because it's a miracle.
Well, true magic is miracles, so I'd have to say the latter.
See, I'm sure no doubt said.
転校してきたばかりだし、
You read that? But she had snatched the exam out of the teacher's hands the minute he tried to show her. Oh, let's look at those pictures real quick. What are they of? They're hard to make out. The pictures on Alco's wall.
Yeah, almost like a blurry past. Looks like
Stop it.
a father and daughter, and maybe like a picture of a mother, I think.
Stop it. Alco.
You're too easy.
I love you. This is
I
how
love
so did I. Oh, god damn it. Damn it. Cry out. This is how Sergeant had ended up in Alco's room, instead of the room in the attic to which he was accustomed. Though her situation was far from normal, at the end of the day, she was an adolescent girl like any other. Naturally, she felt uncomfortable letting a boy her own age sit in her room, or into her room. However, his grades were truly something that called for desperate measures. That explained why her mood was even worse than normal today, and the vein in her forehead was pulsing visibly with anger.
先に自分の復習済ませる。
I need to finish my own studies first.
Slice of life is back! Nasu does excellent
right.
slice of life.
Yup.
It's one of Nasu's
One might
biggest
say it's
strengths.
what Nasu does best.
That's what, I mean, HA was like, oh fuck. And it's that slice of life that draws you into the characters so much and makes you care about them.
Yup.
It's so important. Those ordinary days are
Listen
so
to that
important.
song.
Stop it.
Crack on up again. You're so cute. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I think I stole this from Wise, maybe, but something that I've done to kind of like set what places are like in my mind for like fantasy towns is to just write a short story of like an ordinary person's daily life in that place.
Yeah. Well, that's
Just
not
a little
explicitly
slice of life scene.
Yeah. That's a pretty good method.
It's just those ordinary days are so important because that's what we experience most of the time.
Yup.
So good.
So it makes you bond to the characters.
That's why I'm crying so much more now, by the way, because we've connected with the characters even more.
Yeah.
Hell, I just remember we did that boss rush, me and Wise, of your
Yeah.
like mini campaign, and just the thought of any of them dying after experiencing the story was just so heartbreaking that we literally changed up. We're like, no, we can't we can't kill them. They can't die like this.
He stated that was mostly you.
Yeah. What? It was like 75% for you. Yeah, it's...
According to him, he was joking when he suggested working together.
Really? Well...
You're just cute.
I love you. That makes sense.
I love you. You can use that table in the meantime.
Alco turned her back to him and sat down at her favorite desk. Sododo was left standing before a cheap-looking glass table. It looks pretty nice, actually. I'd buy that table. No! We're not doing this.
Aren't we, though?
I'm still not used to all this.
なあ青崎
I'm still not really.
この青い
I'm
の
still really not used to all this. What's that blue thing over there, Aozaki? Oh! Oh, he doesn't know about guitars. Of course he doesn't.
Of course he doesn't. How would he?
She used to play. Was her life helpful? Restless. Sojiro found his eyes drawn to the
Try
guitar.
count up again?
Shut up! It's because of that one fan art you showed me of Elko playing the guitar with a smile on her face. She was happy.
She had her life set up before her.
頑張ってるし
And then
きっと青崎のことだし
magic.
Magic is fucking terrible.
Like magic, it was all taken away.
It's thin, blue, and intense looking. It's got your name written all over it. It really does.
もしかしなくても武器か
Don't tell me it's some kind of weapon.
楽器よそれ。
It's
エ
an
レキは
axe.
ともかく、アコギは音楽室で似たよう
Guitar
なのあったで
axes
しょ
are so common though.
あとこれ以上青々言ったら、
Well,
So
yeah,
the
because of
tone
the
deaf
axe
is
guitar. Did you not know that?
I didn't know that. What? The axe guitar? That's
It's a brand.
It is?
Yeah.
Let me search one. Axe guitar. Holy shit! It does look like an axe.
Yeah. It's a musical instrument. I understand if you've never seen an electric one, but you must have seen an acoustic guitar in the music room. Keep talking,
Yes,
though,
yes.
and you'll soon see if it also works as a weapon.
No! Sojiro plopped himself down onto a cushion, struggling to suppress the desire to retort that it was a weapon after all. Wait, what were those? I'll get a closer look at them later.
ちょっとは落ち着きなさいよ。いつもは耳の遠い大型犬みたいに鈍感なくせに。
Like a
何か気に
dog.
なるものでもあるの？
Don't play the victim. Usually you're as oblivious as an old and deaf dog. Let's get you worked up this time.
In fact, it was Elko who was oblivious for once. For his part, Sojiro could not figure out why he felt so restless either. Suffice it to say, they were both pretty clueless in this moment. Wait, what are those down there?
What are what?
In the lower left corner, up right above the bed. Also, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. Sorry, I'm not gonna bother taking us to the break screen. I'll just mute real quick.
Alright, am I unmuted? Hey chat, am I unmuted? I am unmuted. I just listen to my own voice. Because that's a special power that I have, apparently, that most people don't. Yes, thank you, Phoebe. I hope you're all having a good day today. I've had a pretty okay day. Yeah. Still... I feel like it's an excuse to say I'm still getting used to Ritalin. But it's just... That's some life-changing shit right there. Still... I'm just feeling like my life is actually finally moving. So I'm happy, overall. Just, semi-overwhelmed.
No, it really is life-changing shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't do quite as much as when I first got it, but Honestly, that might
Yeah,
just
Adderall. I mean Adderall. Adderall. I'm on an Adderall, not Ritalin.
be. It might be more because things have just gotten more stressful, but things have also gotten better, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The brights are brighter, the dulls are duller. But the brights are still brighter, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, the brights are brighter more than the dulls are duller. So. Because I'm living with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you so much. I love you so
Also,
much.
for the record, that also gets her, as is plainly obvious.
I'm so cringe. I mean, I can't hide anything with this model. I just.
I know, it's great.
It took a while for me to realize that just whatever face that I make is just going to be captured almost perfectly.
Yep, you're just
It's a
a
lot
little
to get
content
used to.
fairy.
For his. Oh, wait, I already read this.
もしかして内装
Yeah, what are
この部屋の
those?
家具のグレードが今とは違うから不思議がってるのね
Is it the way I decorated my room? My furniture is totally different to the stuff in the drawing room, so I understand if it seems a little weird.
It's modern.
ここベッド以外は私の家から持ち込んだものなの引っ越してから2年経つけどまだ屋敷には馴染んでないでしょ
I brought everything from home except the bed. It's been 2 years since I moved here, and I still don't feel like me and my stuff belong in this big old house.
She brought her whole life with her. That's what moving
like
is,
you.
isn't it?
Not
Yeah.
always.
Unfortunately, there's not enough space in this room for everything, but I may have brought too much of my life with me.
Yeah.
Oh, she misunderstood the real reason for Sojiro's nervousness. Aoko seemed satisfied that she had resolved Sojiro's anxiety for the time being and returned to her studies. She flipped through her notes and textbooks as if fast-forwarding a tape. There was no opening for an outsider like him to intrude in her high-speed study session. Repelled by her intensity, he retreated to his table. He was at least sensitive enough to pick up on her desire to be left alone. It was a testament to Sojiro that having his needs utterly ignored was now second nature to him. To the extent that he could now happily go about his business in solitude. Just can't get over the, like, while he was dreaming, it was like the two figures talking about ignoring his human rights or something. Was that the quote? Or he just knew
the
his
two what
human
figures?
rights? The two figures?
There's something about them though, wasn't there?
What was the thing?
Hmm?
2 hours had passed. Then, as the clock neared 11, Aogo's speed and concentration began to slip. Seeing his window of opportunity, Sojiro seized the moment to strike up a conversation.
青崎ちょっといいかな
Oh, I'm gonna cry. I know it. I'm gonna cry. Ozaki, can I talk to you for a minute?
何
What is it?
She spoke hesitantly, not bothering to turn to face him. She continued to flip the pages of her textbook, albeit at a slower speed than before.
この3日間青崎たちの夕食事情を見てきたけど
I noticed how you and Alice had been acting at the dinner table these past 3 days, and,
君たちの食事はいつもああなのか
is it always like that?
そうだけどおかしい
Yes, it's normal. Do we not look normal?
そう言われると困るな
I'm not sure how to answer that.
ただ学校じゃみんな楽しそうだった。誰かと食事をとるってことはああいう風になることだって思ってた。だからもしかすると
It's just at school people seem to enjoy eating together, so I thought it was strange that you two don't look like you enjoy it. And I thought maybe it was because of, you know.
もしかしないわよ。別にあんたのせいでアリスと話さないわけじゃないわ。私たちはいつもああだから。
Don't worry, it's not because of you the way I'm talking at meal times. We never talk to each other during meals.
Alko spoke calmly, with her back still turned, seemingly unaware of what he was getting at.
張り詰めた食卓だな。
Well, it can get pretty tense.
青崎とアリスは仲がいいと思ってたのに。
And here I thought you two were close friends. I thought you two were close friends. She neither confirmed nor denied his statement. There it is. There it is. There it is. She was, however, surprised by the disappointed tone in which he had made it.
ま、張り詰めた食卓っていうのは合ってるわね。
You're not wrong. They can get tense.
アリスが何回あんたの飲み物にメスカリンを入れてたかなんてもう覚えてないし。昨日なんか堂々とサラダの中に7カマも。
Wait, what's mescaline? That doesn't sound safe to drink. That doesn't sound safe to drink.
I can't remember how many times she's put mescaline in your drink. Yesterday she was adding Rowan to your salad.
What's mescaline?
Mescaline induces a psychedelic state comparable to those produced by LSD and psilocybin.
She tried to give him LSD?
No, she gave him LSD. Equivalent.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alice. Oh my god, Alice.
I don't know what Rowan is supposed to be, though. It's me. What the hell she was thinking?
It's
like, here, drink this potion, and she just gives him like a thing full
oh my god, that's
fucking,
what it was.
Like
that was the
Hennessy
potion.
and dissolved ecstasy.
That was the fucking potion. A bitter smile spread across her face in reminiscence. The pages of her textbook continued to turn.
メスカリン
We could have just waited.
What's that?
サボテンから取れるアルカロイドよ。
Oh my god, wait, cactus!
Oh, it's peyote!
Hey, cactus!
私はこんなもんでいっか。
It's a hallucinogenic alkaloid produced by the peyote cactus. I'm assuming it's more than just your average hallucinogen if Alice is using it, though.
I said the first mention of cactus, but this isn't it. With that, she slammed her fourth textbook of the night. Or she slammed shut her fourth textbook of the night. After having scarcely changed position the whole night, she finally turned in her chair to face him.
さあ、今度はあんたを仕込まなくちゃね。
Now, it's time to put you to work.
今日の4科目の答案。実に総十郎らしい出来栄えでそっとしそうになったわ。
Almost fainted.
You what?
Oh, almost fainted.
Oh, I thought you almost
How
fainted
low?
just because I saw your VTuber your VTuber model move.
No, I'm good. I'm just having some honey for my
Just letting
voice.
it out go. I don't know what else I was expecting, but I still almost fainted when I saw your scores.
Her tone was light, but her gaze was heavy, as she stared at Sojiro, seated cross-legged on the floor. I also had trouble sitting cross-legged. I keep falling over.
I wonder if that's changed now that your bones have rearranged.
Let's try it.
All right, now, don't sit on the floor. Don't sit on the floor.
I'm gonna sit on my chair.
Oh, well, that's a surefire way to fall on the floor.
It's fine. Oh my god, it's so easy.
Not.
Oh my god, it's so easy. Estrogen is incredible!
You were just always trying to sit in a way that was too girly for your pre-estrogen body to support.
Holy shit. Holy shit, when did I get this flexible? This is incredible! Holy fucking shit! Wait, what other things can I do now? Okay, this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, your body is that of a girl. Of a
I
woman.
love you.
You woman.
I wasn't expecting
You
the
are
sudden
girl.
rush of happiness today.
Oh.
Also, whose line is that?
原告し
Okay.
Modern literature, geography, math, and electronics.
My bones have
あの調子であと
rearranged.
2日続けたら冬休みが消えるのは当然でしょうね
Thank
そうな
the
ると
bone god.
困るのは
Thank
私
the
なの
bone
実
god.
際
If you don't up your grades over the next 2 days, your winter break is as good as gone. And that'll be more of a problem for me than you.
Oh, because she'll still have to walk him. Oh, that sucks.
Which means that it'll still be a problem for me.
Wait.
Which means it'll still be a problem for you.
Wait, they take away your winter break
Sounds
if your
like
grades
me.
aren't good enough? I think I heard of something like that.
At that academy, yeah.
I don't remember school too well, but
Don't
That sounds
think
kinda
on it.
familiar,
You're just going to
いや
you're
俺も
just
困る
gonna
ぞ
not
休みなのに
get
学
the
校に
memories
行くのは
anyway.
なんか気が乗らない
and disagree. I think it'll be worse. Going to school during the break would not work out for me. Sojiro calmly corrected her.
そりゃあ私のセリフだあんたが学校に行くってことは必然こっちまでとばっちりが来るっての
For you? If you have to go to school for the break, what do you think will happen to me?
All she could think about, as much as she tried not to, was Mr. Yamashiro and his annoying grin.
それ以前に私の目が黒いうちはオール
Every single class! No Sono-G!
I can't allow any student to fail every single class. Not on my watch.
本来なら少年から叩き直すところだけど
If I could beat good grades out of you, I would.
あんたは
If
い
I
ろいろ
could
事
beat
情
good
があるか
grades out
ら
of you, I would.
とりあえず点数だけで勘弁してあげる
Lucky for you, you have extenuating circumstances, shall we say. So I'll give you a pass just this once.
You know, just being from the mountains and not knowing anything about the current culture here.
私もテストは一夜漬けで片付ける方だからあんた一人仕込むのにそう時間はかからないだろうし
A good all-nighter is usually enough for me to prepare for exams. So it shouldn't take too long to get you up to speed either.
Sojiro's expression openly soured in response to her declaration. It was obvious that he did not think he needed her meddling in his studies.
あんたね苦労するのは私とあなたどっちだと思う
Oh, please. Which of us do you think is going to have the harder time with it? Me? Or you?
Sojiro got the feeling that it would be him, but he nodded slowly nonetheless. Then again, it would probably take more effort on her part than on his. And in any case, he knew that there was no way to talk her out of it.
この度はご迷惑をおかけします
I feel bad for making you do this. Sojiro summarily bowed his head to show gratitude and willingness to work.
よろしい。
Good.
安心なさい。私だって鬼じゃないから。
I
Sure,
guess that's
she's
more of
not.
an all right, but and don't worry, I'm not a demon, like they say.
別に平均点狙うってわけでもなし。予定通りこなしていけば3時には眠れるわよ。
You can get less than average marks and still pass. You'll probably be able to go to bed by 3.
She nodded with satisfaction, pleased by his studious attitude. He had plenty of obstacles ahead of him, but that sense of humility might not be enough, or might be enough to see him through.
何仏心出してるんだ私。
Wait, what was I thinking? Can't afford to be this soft on you. Oh, look at that
いい
blush.
しずきくん。
Aww,
この後頼られちゃたまんないから釘刺してお
I
くけど
love these two.
私がマンツーマンで誰かを仕込むなんてことめったにないから。
Shizuki, let me be straight about this temporary arrangement. It's not every day I offer private, one-on-one lessons like this.
これはあくまで異例中の異例だって覚えておいてね。
This is beyond rare. An exception among exceptions. And don't you go forgetting that.
She spoke more to convince herself than him, but his expression still darkened. It made one want to hang a side around his neck that read, "Please take me home." Oh, a sign, not a sign. That makes more sense. That read, "Please take me home," like an abandoned pet. Aoko chided herself for being so soft. For some reason, in that moment, she recalled that it had been raining the day they met each other. Oh yeah! That iconic red umbrella. Red. Time passed like the falling grains of an hourglass.
Oh my god, because of the fucking, like,
結局
image of, like, the please take me home sign on a like, cat in a box when it's raining.
Aww.
A kitten in a
I
box.
kind of want to draw that now.
When
That's
it's
so
raining.
sad, though.
Just
Shizuki
imagine
looking up
Sojiro
with
in a box with that sign with the X mouth on him.
Stop it, I'm gonna cry.
You are too adorable. Oh my god.
I love you. Okay.
Finished.
Uncle squinted. A light poured through the window, and she downed another cup of tea. She had lost count exactly of how many she had drank long ago.
一晩かかったね。
This just the pan over. And it only took the whole night. Elsuki? Sojiro picked up on what she had left unspoken. Aoko had used up all her pep.
Oh.
And staying up. Huh?
It cut you out, but not the birds.
Wait, are the birds coming from... The birds are from the game. Hello?
Oh, it must have been Discord. Oh no.
Hello?
Oh,
Wait, oh no.
Hi. Discord is having a time.
Wait, could you not hear me?
Yeah, I just hear you freeze up. You didn't hear me, did you?
I heard you the whole time.
The whole time? Even me going like, oh, wait, oh no.
Yep.
Huh. Crazy.
Oh, okay, you roboted slightly. No, Discord.
Yay.
Discord is a well-designed application, definitely.
It's the baby, gotta love it.
Alright, I think we're good now, though.
Hopefully.
And staying up all night, but also shouting at him. He looked pale and uncomfortable, just as he had all night long.
ええ、甘く見てたわ、あんたのことを。
I underestimated you, Sojiro Shizuki.
What kind of underestimated, though?
だから
How
褒めても
stupid
何
he
も
is.
出ないって。
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, oh. Come on, Aozuki. You know I get weirded out when you compliment me. Oh.
That wasn't.
ある意味、褒めるに値するかもね。
No, no. You deserve a pat on the head.
She was at the end of her rope, but she could not help the bit of pride that swelled up in her.
Oh, that was genuine.
Oh. His lack of even the
Imagine
most
Aoko
basic
patting you on the
comprehension.
head.
His lack of even the most basic comprehension was shocking, even taking into account his upbringing in the wilderness. Oh,
Sono-G.
His ability was that of a middle school student, and that was being generous. Aww.
Wow, that's actually pretty good for having grown up in the fucking mountains.
Yeah, honestly. Preparing him for exams by teaching him new concepts and ideas was a waste of time. Rote memorization was his only hope for passing. Everything he memorized could collapse like a house of cards afterwards, for all she cared, so long as he remembered for his exams. Assuming he had the capacity to be a good student in the first place had been her mistake. It took all night to cover the content of just 4 exams, and she still did not feel confident he could apply what he so earnestly tried to memorize.
でもね、真面目なのはいいことだけど、あんた暗記するのに時間かかりすぎ。
I appreciate your effort. You just take too long to memorize new information.
そこは多めに見てほしい。今まで頭より体で覚えることのが多かったんだ。
Come on, go easy on me. I'm used to learning things with my body, not my head. Like running absurdly fast. Elgo let out an exasperated sigh. Naturally, physical prowess mattered more in the mountain life than in the intellectual kind, but still.
まあいいわ。これで山城からあんたの成績について相談されることもないでしょうし。
Whatever. At least now you should do well enough to satisfy Yamashiro.
He just needs to get a D, that's all. Just a D, that's all he needs.
紅茶、もう一杯入れてくれる？
Mind making some more tea? Wow.
Come on. Today's not my day. Sojiro stood up and obeyed as Aoko stretched her aching back. Did I used to do all-nighters and I don't even know.
Yes.
I mean, we did an all-nighter for a 24-hour stream and that was hell. I have no regrets.
But
though.
no, don't you remember? That's how we met, was like...
Oh, I meant for school.
Oh, well, I think you mentioned back then that, like, you did it a lot for school.
Oh yeah, I think there was like a group project where I had to do all the work at the end. That makes sense. She had apparently bought the tea bags in bulk, so there was still plenty to use.
まったく無駄遣いだな、青崎は。
Good grief, this is so wasteful. He spoke under his breath, so she wouldn't hear. made him somehow happy to see her so tired and unfocused after the grueling all-night lesson she had given him. It did not cross his mind that the ex's tea bags, far from being an indulgent purchase, were purchased intentionally to sustain them through the night. A relaxed expression came across Aoko's face as she watched him, naive and peaceful as could be.
悪くないけど、せめてリーフティーで入れられるように仕込まなくちゃダメかな。
Not bad. I should teach him how to make it from tea leaves instead.
We really should try going all in on having tea and such instead of soda, right?
You absolutely should. Yes, 1000% yes. Yes and yes and yes. Holy shit, yes.
Soda bad.
Soda
Actually,
terrible.
I am addicted to it. It's really bad. I'm working on it.
You need to cut down on that, and you do need to cut down on the Starburst, probably.
Seeming to have overheard her not so inner monologue, Sojiro made to face her.
やっぱり味は違うのか
Does it really make a difference?
違う、もう全然。
Yeah, big time.
正直私はどうでもいいんだけど、アリスはね、かなりお茶にはうるさいよ。
Although, honestly, I don't really care. Alice is the one who's really picky about her tea.
そうだ、宗十郎、アリスとうまくいってる？
How's it going? What did he do?
Which reminds me. How are things going between you two?
Aoko cheerfully slumped over the table, now covered with textbooks and scribbled notes. Sojiro watched her with a hint of resentment in his eyes.
彼女と会えるのは食事の時だけで、食事と言ったらあれだろう。どうやって仲良くなれって言うんだ。
We only ever see each other at dinner, and you know how that goes. Honestly, I don't know why I should bother getting along with her.
そう？私は十分脈ありだと思ったけど。
His life?
Really? And here's me thinking you'd have lots of motivation to play nice.
そっちはアリスを怖がってないし、アリスはそっちを追い出す理由を見つけようと躍起になってるし。
It's not like you're scared of her, for one. Plus, she's looking for any reason to kick you out.
いい条件よ、これって。
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a great reason to make nice, if you ask me.
全然わからないな。
Are you sure about that?
あの子とこっちの関係は、遊園地前の青崎と俺の関係と同じじゃないか。一体どこがいい条件なんだ
Because to me, it feels like a lot like me and you before everything at the amusement park. How is that a good reason? Oh my god. Sorry, just remembering the fact that she literally... she literally asked him... I'm just remembering the like... Why do you think I have a crush on you? She literally...
とりあえず反目し合ってはいないでしょ
I
You
won't
didn't
count
see
that one.
anything. Yeah, don't count that one.
My point is, there's no hostility between you, right?
一方通行の関係だけど、それはそれ。アリスにしちゃ上出来っていうか、理由を探している時点で可能性ありってね。
It's a one-sided relationship. But that's not actually bad, considering this is Alice we're talking about. You'd have a chance as long as she hasn't found a reason to off you.
あの子は反感に応えることが癖になっちゃってるから、大抵相手を自滅させちゃうのよ。
She's usually quick to respond to hostility. It's her enemies that usually end up destroying themselves.
Her ominous words only confused Sojiro further.
知って
Consumed.
しまえば単純な話なんだけどね、あの子の場合。
Once you understand that, it's actually pretty simple.
ただ
Except...
Whether or not he could put it into practice was another story altogether.
難しいよ、青崎は。
Sounds like a difficult situation then, Aozaki. He carried their teacups back to the table as he spoke. Uncle picked hers up and took a sip as if to dispel her exhaustion.
でも、確かに君の言う通りだ。
But I think you're right.
俺はまだあの子の顔しか知らない。クオンジ・アリスという名前すら定かじゃないのは問題があるね。
I still don't know her at all. The problem is, my knowledge of Alice Kuonji ends with her name. He followed Alko's lead and took a sip of his own. His cup contained not tea, but plain hot water.
あの子のこと教えてほ
I've
しい
never had plain hot water before on its own. I wonder what that tastes like.
Like water that is hot. But, you should try it because you might actually like it randomly.
Sure. I'll try that after the stream.
Well, would you like me to tell you a bit about her?
Alko scrutinized him carefully as she sat. Most boys would have been captivated by her gaze in that moment.
いや、そういうことは本人に聞いてあげるべきだと思う。
Oh my god, that makes sense. No, I think I should ask her myself. But he ignored her and stared straight ahead as if speaking directly to Alice herself.
そうね
Fine.
I thought we were
あんたってアリス好みの対応をするわ
You really want to do this her way, don't you?
ねえ前から気になってたけど客室でアリスに何を言ったのいくら私との約束とはいえあの子が部外者を半日も放置するなんてありえないのよ
Speaking of which, what exactly did you say to her in the guest room? I know she and I have an agreement, but I've never known her to just ignore a visitor for half a day.
He thought back to that moment. He could recall only 2 or 3 words he had exchanged with Alice after awakening in the guest room. He did not recall the conversation being anything special, but he could not bring himself to casually share it with Alko now. After all...
ねえどんなセリフであの子の気を変えたの
Hey, what did you say that had such an effect on her?
Alko eagerly pressed him for answers. Sojiro frowned, unsure of what to say. He did not know what the interaction had been like for Alice, but for him, it had felt special. Sacred, almost. The question was, why and for whom was he so concerned?
ほら白状しなさいってば隠し事なんて似合わないわよ
Come on, just tell me. I can tell you're just dying to let it out.
She wants to know. She wants the tea. Her discontented smile moved even closer. Sojiro did not look like he was able to stay silent much longer. As he would eventually come to realize, Oko Aozaki had a sometimes troubling propensity to gossip.
まあ、
She would.
あの子と何を話したかは言わないけど、
Well, I can't tell you what we talked about.
今の青崎に比べれば花もロマンもなかったのだけは確かかな。
Oh my god! But I will say she wasn't as flirtatious as the way you are right now.
さっきまでは青崎が鬼みたいだったからいいもんだなって気がつかなかった。
After how strict you were earlier, I didn't realize you had such a friendly side. He stared directly
He
into
doesn't
her
know the
eyes
meaning
as
of
he spoke.
flirtatious, does he?
Of course he doesn't. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's because of... it's because of his friend! It's because of his
Yup.
friend! He totally
Flirtatious,
misunderstood!
you know, like friendly.
Just being a friend! But Alco's response... Alco nearly left out of her seat in panic. Now that he pointed it out, she realized that their bodies were practically touching.
仕方ないでしょ。この方が効率良かったんだから。
So you noticed, huh? I was just using the most effective one to break you, of course.
あんた横にいないとすぐ間違えるし。
And besides, the moment you leave my side, all hell seems to break loose.
Alco stood up as she lashed back at him.
そうだね。なんか昔みたいで久しぶりに集中できた。
You got me there. I haven't felt so focused in
こ
years.
れが異例中の異例っていうのが本当に残念だ。
Too bad this is just an exception among exceptions.
余裕あるじゃない。その分じゃ今日のテストだけじゃなく、アリスとの話し合いもうまくいきそうね。宗十郎。
Well, look at you, Sojiro. Before you know it, you'll be acing your exams and your relationship with Alice.
Smile.
それはもちろん。
I will, Elsaki. Don't you worry. His cool response caught her off guard, and for a moment she was at a loss for words. Look at her face! She took it literally. She meant it sarcastically, and yet he responded with a warm smile. Sorry, I'm just thinking back to Sojiro's attempt at, like, sarcasm, being like, yeah, there was a grasshopper in there.
Yeah.
方針変更だ。まずは近くで話しかけてみるよ。嫌なことはいずれ終わるって分かったから。
I'm gonna change my strategy. The first step, engage her directly. You can't stay mad forever, as they say. Alco remained in a state of silent shock as he spoke and rose to his feet. She could not help but feel a reluctant respect for what seemed to be his newfound confidence and competence.
とりあえず今日は一人で帰ってアリスと話してみる。
Oh my god, okay! Okay! I'll go home by myself today and speak to Alice.
青崎は放課後生徒会だろ。
You have a student council meeting after class, right? He was right. It was their last meeting before winter break. Normally, he would have waited until the meeting ended, or else gone straight to his part-time job. This was part of Alco's plan to make sure he and Alice were never alone in the mansion together.
待った。まさかあんた一人でアリスとやり合うつもり？
Hold it. You mean you're planning to face Alice by yourself?
Alco just comes home and, there's just...
What's on the walls? Sono-G.
No!
別にやり合うつもりはないぞ。
I was gonna say there was another snark up on the ceiling, but nope, because the snark is gone. You make it sound like we're gonna get into a fight. I wouldn't stand a chance. You know that. His reply made complete sense, which floored her.
でも青崎がいたら話が複雑になるのは目に見えてるんだ。そんなわけで今日はゆっくり飛び丸の相手でもしててくれ。
Even I can see that things only get more messy when you're around, Aozaki. That's why I'd appreciate it if you take your time with Tobimaru today. Sono-G.
Are you serious?
Poor Alco. He felt like he was being tested, but nodded nonchalantly nonetheless. Knowing how grave the situation really was, Alco was not sure how to respond to his apparent lack of concern. The morning light coming through the window marked a stark contrast between the two, which stood bathed in light, which lurked in the darkness. That went without saying. The silence lasted only for a brief moment. Staring at him gravely, she said,
そうなら止めはしないわ
Fine. Then I won't stop you.
That was all she had. Her dry tone hid the significance of their pregnant silence. What? That's
That's just a word. It's just a,
No,
it's just a thing.
It's
It
just a
means
phrase.
Alongside. Yeah, it's just a phrase.
Not revealing the slightest sign of discord.
なんか怒ってないか大崎
I also forgot that was just a word for a second. Are you sure you're not angry, Osaki?
別にそれで何か考えはあるの下手な考えは通じないわよあの子には
Yes, I'm sure. But do you have some kind of plan? You need a good plan to attack her, you know. A
The
good plan of
broom.
attack with her, you know.
The room. Sejiro furrowed his brow in deepened thought. He knew it would be hard to get close to her through talk alone. In fact, it felt nearly
言
impossible.
葉で落ちないやつは物で釣れ
No. Sono-G, no.
Gifts work where words fail.
Sono-G, no. No! Kinomi had been the voice of wisdom and folly for him countless times in the past. Incidentally, Kinomi had been referring to Aoko at the time he shared that pearl of wisdom. But Sojiro had the distinct impression that trying to buy Aosaki's kindness with gifts would not end well.
大体アリスの趣味もわからないじゃないか
I don't know what kind of stuff Alice is into.
考えてみると今の自分と彼女はまるで接点がない
They probably have almost nothing in common. Sojiro crossed his arms at a loss.
いつものことだけど何も考えてなかったわけね
In other words, you haven't gotten any plan. Like usual.
うんでもまああれこれ考えなくてもいいと思う
Right. But I don't want to overthink this too much, either.
アリスにはあれこれ説明するとか分かってもらおうとかそういうんじゃなくてなんていうか
It's not like I'm going to explain things to her, and then she'll suddenly understand. I mean... He pondered intently, as he tried to put his vague thoughts into something concrete. But he did not spend much time in thought. With a nod, he concluded.
要は俺が彼女を好きかどうかってことじゃないか
What's more important is whether I like her or not, right? I love them. He articulated that, which is often so hard to say, with surprising clarity and calm. He just says things. He just says. It was certainly a prerequisite for the task he hoped to achieve. He had no hope of making her appreciate him with words, or acts of giving, with the exception of reciprocation. He simply wished to get to know her better because he liked her. There it is. There it is. So simple.
There it
So
is.
simple.
Absorb these lessons. Absorb these lessons.
Mm-hmm. I love you.
I love you.
That was his honest, uncontrived intention, and it reflected the purity of his heart. I've forgotten. Nelson's rating has just helped so much with everything.
Yeah.
And it continues. It continues. But whether that was in his best interest or not was another story altogether. Calculation and compromise, selfishness and conflict. Purity such as his often irritated people who believed that morals went against human nature. Or rather, people who were inevitably forced to believe it.
Oh.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
That's that good shit.
Good shit.
I'm not crying, I'm just saying Nasu, yes!
I am crying. I lied.
We know. We all know. Update the cry count yourself.
Okay, fine. 34. Jesus Christ. What estrogen does to a girl. What estrogen plus Nasu rating does to a girl. Alko silently walked away without responding to what Sojiro said. Her long hair swung from side to side as she passed him.
Ozaki?
Elsaki? Noting her strangely cold manner, he called out to her. However, she was already opening the door to leave.
下でシャワー浴びてくるから、あなたは自分の部屋に戻ってて。
I'm going to take a shower
I'm going to take a
downstairs.
shower downstairs. You can go back to your room.
Her words lacked any expressive inflection. Oh, we can get
You
a
can
closer.
take a shower back in your room.
Hold on. It looks like there's a view of the sunset there as well. Like
Oh
on a
wait,
lake.
is that a sister instead of a mother?
It might be.
Is that a Toko?
It might be. I think that's Toko. In his confusion, all Sojiro could do was not.
いいけど、やっぱり怒ってないか、青崎。
Okay. But are you sure you're not mad? Emotion returned to her face as he spoke. Yet it was not the typical irritated look to which he had grown so accustomed.
そうね。あんた流に言えば、多分私は怒ってる。
I guess I might be what someone like you would call mad.
何に対してのものかは、あんまり言いたくないけど。
I'd rather not discuss the reason why, though.
Poor Sojiro did not even realize that he himself was the reason. She looked at him, and for an instant he witnessed an emotion on her face of which he had never seen the likes of before.
じゃあね。これが最後になるかもしれないから、お別れぐらいは言っておくわ。
See you. This might be the last time we meet, so I should say goodbye.
あなたはアリスを甘く見すぎてる。
You take Alice too lightly, you know.
でも、それが同時にあんたの強みなのよね。私たちには毒にしかならないけれど。
For you, that's a strength. But for us, it's pure poison.
The door slammed shut loudly behind her. Her steps were audible as she walked by on the other side of the wall. The corridor must have been nearly freezing without any central heating, but Alko seemed perfectly comfortable.
なんで私から出ていくんだ
Wait, why am I leaving first?
順番が逆普通先に出てくのはそっちじゃない
This is all backwards. It's my room, so you go first.
Alko promptly kicked Sojiro out of her room. Once again, the wooden door closed with a slam. The corridor was not as cold as he had expected. Not quite as bad as a freezer, at least. Oh, fuck. Sorry, just need a second.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask if we wanted to sit with that scene.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially because it's also getting pretty late.
It was a good scene. Holy fuck.
That was a good scene.
Nasu is the goat.
Well,
I don't
yeah.
usually see. I was trying to combine Nasu
Nasu
and
is
goat.
goated.
I was gonna try and combine Nasu and goat, but I couldn't find a way to. Holy fuck, that was good though. Let's do the save here. That one is really sending the thoughts just like swimming in my brain. How do I don't count this.
Either Nagi or Yasu. Because Yagi is Japanese for goat. Like
Did you
the
just
animal.
look that up?
No, I just know Japanese. Of course I just looked that up. What are you talking about?
For that joke? Really? I mean, it's not really a joke.
It's a Google search.
I love you. Wait, where's the...
Like say,
Yeah,
really? You
oh,
just
right,
did a
I for-
Google search for like your curiosity? It's like, yeah.
I forgot
You
we're in the
not?
void. Well, let's just skip. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a messy.
A cute mess.
I love you.
I love you.
If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go cry for like an hour after the stream like the other time. But we do this Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central Time. We're on a schedule now, so we should just be good. So actually expect streams at this time now. It's no longer going to be a toss-up. Yeah. Also, don't worry. Just because I remember doing Heaven's Feel, some people were worried I wasn't enjoying it, but I am. These are good cries. I want it to make me cry, you know?
Yeah,
Those are the
she
best
wants to be
moments.
emotionally destroyed.
These are the scenes that I'll remember the most.
Trust me, the sheer number of times she said, "Oh my god, Toko, she could ruin my life."
Okay, we're ending. What the fuck? I love you.
Love you.